Hello! You should be able to hear some rip-roaring tavern music as well as me talking. I hope. Yup. Alright, sounds good. Now the other people will say random things and you should be able to hear them as well.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi everyone. I'm eating
Can
soup.
everybody hear us? Oh, where did Kit go?
One moment, I'm just adjusting one thing super quick.
No worries. Heath Bar 1888, can you hear the other players okay?
Sibilance. Sibilance.
Hello, Heathbar. How are you today?
How now, brown cow?
The delay is killing me.
Oh, yeah, all good. Cool. All right, sounds good. Zach, you having a delay, an audio delay, or
No. I was looking at my camera and the Twitch camera.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
that's gonna
was-
drive you nuts.
There's
You'll go
There's
insane.
a big old lag.
But hopefully everything looks good and our names look correct. What's up, Elma Haddonfield? I just got the artwork. I'm going to have to make the tokens next time, but I hopefully, after the break, I'll at least be able to display some of it. So very excited to check those out. Thank you again.
They're looking adorable. Thank you.
Yes, they are really cool. Thanks a lot. We're going to be back in just a minute. This is just a quick tech test, so we'll start our game in about 5 minutes. See y'all soon. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Table Hops, and we're very excited to begin our Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep campaign. We have some really interesting characters to meet today and dive deep into this adventure, which is set in the world of Critical Role. Oh, and we already have some inspiration coming in from Alcara Darkwell.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look at these. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. Okay, starting with 5 inspiration. Not making this easy for the DM. Boom! And those of you who are new to the channel, you can spend your craft pint points to award the group inspiration. And the rule is they can use this inspiration to gain advantage on any roll as long as they claim that they're doing it before the roll. So you got to say it before you do it, and it'll come from this group pool. I'm going to say right now there's no limit to how many you can have, but they will expire at the end of the day, and we will see how that goes. Cheers from Ella Haddonfield. Thank you again, our resident artist. We'll have that artwork up next time for sure. And cheers to you. For this new adventure in this new world, I found a beer called the Kurkuma by Allagash, and it is a ale brewed with turmeric. So I thought that would be different. Apparently they stick the whole root in there. Sounds like it could be awesome or gross, so we will find that out. All right, so
Find out here live.
Live, watch me vom on
Thursday.
Twitch.
Thursday.
Ooh, that is very clear. Like there's not a lot. You can see me through it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's like a spicy IPA. That's good. Good. Yum yum yum.
Ooh.
It's lighter. It's not like a jalapeno IPA or anything like that. It's like has a little spice hint to it. But you're not here for beer. You're here for Dungeons and Dragons. So we're going to begin our session right now, if everybody's ready.
Heck yeah.
So the town of Jigow is nestled on the banks of the Iflon River and is home to all manner of Goblin King. Homes and businesses are atop the backs of gargantuan tortoises and occasionally sway when these beasts of burden stretch or move. There is an air of anticipation as you are moving through the streets, as there is a festival of merit that is happening tomorrow, where all the different residents and people from afar come together to test their strength, their wits, and other abilities all across the town. Now, our adventure tonight is going to start in a specific location known as the Unbroken Tusk. A set of stairs leads up the back of a gargantuan tortoise to this dining area. This inn is abuzz with chatter surrounding the festival that's happening tomorrow. As the horizon-back tortoise that the inn is atop of shifts, the entire structure leans slightly to the left. Some folks tumble out of their seats and let out hoots and hollers. Seated at a table are 2 individuals, a water genasi as well as a half-drow who are sitting at a table eating a meal together. Delane, would you please describe your character to everyone, please?
Sure. Delane is, as you said, he's a water genasi, but you kind of have to know what you were looking for to notice that. He's got white skin, swimmer's build, shoulder-length hair, and a nice tight beard that is like a translucent series of blues, like the water. Some deeper than others, so it's almost opaque. Wearing a sort of like a shawl, very light, easygoing leathers and silk robes. He's got what look to be tattoos that sort of illuminate, kind of etching down his shoulders and across his chest and down his arms. And leaned up against the table is a wooden oar from a boat paddle of some kind. He's probably just sitting there stirring his coffee, but like waving his hand over the coffee to manipulate the water in the cup.
That's awesome. I'm going to bring our audience over to our other view here and bringing up just the rough sketch of Delane by Elma Haddonfield. The full-on artwork will be available as soon as I can get it up, because I'm very excited to share it with everybody out. So this is Delane, who is sitting at the table next to another individual who I'll let you introduce, Seth.
Hi. So Seth is pale, average height, like 5'6". She has messy brown hair, usually up in a messy bun, and is usually carrying around a couple of books. She's pretty easily distracted, but pretty good to get along with, and wears a lot of loose layers and grays, blacks, and purples. And she's just leaning up against the counter, kind of watching Delane interestingly stir his cup and half reading a book.
All right, sounds good. Now, your characters are new to Jigow, but you've been here for maybe a couple of days, and you've noticed each other in this Unbroken Tusk, Delane, because, honestly, it's where you take most of your meals, and Seth, because you are rooming with one of the cooks. So inside this tavern is someone who's busily preparing a multitude of meat pies, and that would be a bugbear known as Bogmar, who I will let you introduce now.
You see this big bugbear, about 7 feet tall, but kind of thin for a bear. Looks like for as much as he cooks, he might not have time to sit and eat a good meal. Except for every once in a while. So he comes over with, 3 plates stacked up and throws them down and is like, I have 5 minutes to eat this. And he's scarfing down his food. He's got his, he's got a belt with all kinds of knives, spatula. He's got his apron on. He's at work, man. He's in work mode and he's going crazy. But these 2 people that he knows that don't know each other very well, but he knows them, Delane, because he's a regular. And like you said, did you say her name?
I did.
Sorry.
Yes, Seth,
Seth,
yes.
that's right. Okay. I'm still learning your name, but Bogmar knows your name.
Roommate.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Do you introduce Delane and Seth, or are you all just sort of impassive at this moment?
I mean, at this point, Bogmar is just concerned about eating his own food for lunch and is kind of just skirting over the fact that these 2 people don't actually know each other, but since they know him, that's fine.
Okay, so you're like, roommate, meet my good friend customer. And then
Yeah, right, yeah.
All right, awesome. So, moving on, just to introduce the other characters outside of the tavern, moving away from Jigow, down the road, are 2 interesting looking characters. One of them looks to be a humanoid of sort of rabbit origin. So I'm going to let you introduce Bodhi at this point.
This is Bodhi, everyone's favorite bunny boy. He's a Harengon monk. He's a little on the small side, but over 3 feet. White and pink little bunny with 1 lop ear, and 1 ear up, and a big quarterstaff with a crystal in his hands. And he is walking with purpose to the inn with his best friend and adventurer.
And if you were, if you weren't paying close attention, you might actually miss the next adventurer, who I assume is orbiting Bodhi, a small Sylvan character. I'll let you introduce Thorn.
So Thorn Bitterbriar is Bodhi's best friend. They both came from the Feywild together. She is a tiny fairy. To say that, she's 2 feet tall is being very, very generous. She's brightly colored, looks like she just flew off the cover of a Lisa Frank notebook. And she's kind of like hovering next to Bodhi, looking like a very 90s butterfly hair clip, and flying with a purpose, but also making sure nobody messes with her friend.
That's right, because there could be rage involved. I got to write Fairy Barbarian. Thank you for making me do that. That was great. All right. So, you guys are currently moving into the city, and you notice that everyone is abuzz with activity, hanging up banners, setting up strange tables and decorations. It seems like you came in time for some sort of festival. So on your screen right now, everybody, you should see, hopefully, a map of the town. You may need to zoom out quite a bit.
Yes.
To see Jigow. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple of things that each of your characters have sort of learned and noticed through this, and then I'm going to have Bodhi and Thorn enter the tavern, as it seems to be that's the easiest point of respite that you'll reach at this point. So Bodhi and Thorn travel coming from the far northeast, southwestern side, and as you do, you notice that there are some rice paddies that are located above. Apparently, this is some sort of, farming community as well as being a coastal town. And as you head towards the tavern, you see it has a sign on it, and it's labeled the Unbroken Tusk, which is where our adventure will begin. Now, Bogmar, you've been making pies for Agatha, who's your patron. This woman here, this orc, and her meat pies have put the Unbroken Tusk on the map. She calls them hers, but we all know that Bogmar is the one who probably cooks most of them. The order is very high for this festival, as one of the events tomorrow is a pie-eating contest. So many pies are required for that.
I'm working overtime.
For sure. Now, Delane, you've been mainly focused on the Meat Waters, which are the area of the piers, and you've noticed two interesting locations that you may be interested in investigating tomorrow. One of them, if I can select it, is the Eiffelon Pier over here, and they're apparently setting up some sort of swimming contest, which piqued your interest, as some of these prizes might be valuable. And also located near that, a strange maze is being constructed, about 4 feet wooden walls in a strange configuration. So not normal for the town, but because of this festival, there are strange setups happening. So you've noticed those. Seth, being new here, there's two places that immediately caught your attention. One is the Krin Dynasty Outpost, which is located near the heart of the town. And because there is that's where a lot of the youths sort of run amok, it has a nickname of Helter Skelter. So that's what this area is. It's always a bunch of activity and basically chaos at this point. Both that building, as well as the building to the west of that, is the Temple of Luxem, which is a deity that you don't necessarily revere, but you definitely study, if I'm reading your bio correctly.
Yes, absolutely.
So you have definitely learned about both of those locations. Both of them are dodecahedron shaped. They're D12s, basically, as that is a holy symbol of the Luxem, from what I understand.
Yep.
And Bodhi and Thorn, you came from you came from the place that you're from, which I'll let you introduce that in a minute, from the Vermilak Wildwood, which is south of Jigow. You learned from a dryad named Aramu that the Unbroken Tusk is famous for its meat pies, and that sent you to this place for the person that you're searching for. On the way, you have located the rice paddies, but you haven't had a chance to explore too much more of the town at this point. So, with all of that out of the way, Bogmar, Delane, and Seth, you see two individuals enter the tavern who look, I mean, Jigow is full of many different creatures, but I don't know how often you see a Haragon or a fairy just enter the tavern. So what is your reaction as you see these people come in?
I feel like I've heard the start to this joke before.
I know. A Haragon and a fairy enter a bar.
I think that I probably just look up and go, yeah, and get back to my food.
All right.
I kind of say under my breath.
I've scarfed down about half of my food and just gesture to the two of them, talk to each other, and I run off to get my pies. Because they're probably burning.
I'm leaning to where Bogmar just was, not realizing that he has just sprinted away. And I say, that's the angriest fairy I've ever seen.
She doesn't normally look angry.
That's the onlyest fairy I've ever seen.
I whispered down to Thorn. I'm like, I think that was him. Wasn't that him?
Was it?
I don't
think
know.
so.
I don't think I've ever really seen. I've only seen like 2 bugbears in my life, so I'm not really sure.
I mean, do you often find bugbear cooks? It's gotta be, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Okay, well maybe if we go sit down at their table, he'll come back.
I think it's the only open space. That's our only choice.
Coincidentally, this
Oh.
table is the exact size of your party.
Okay, well, all right. Let's go.
All right. As you head towards the table, Delane and Seth, you sort of notice that. I mean, they're hard to miss. As these characters come in, they begin to move towards your table. Just as they're about to get to you, a large orc steps in front of them, arguing with a small group of goblins, saying, she's waving it in the air, saying, I already told you that's what the paper says. I want you, if you want to have a look at it, feel free. And she hands it to one of the goblins, and they all sort of like gleefully run over to an adjacent table and begin to pore over this strange parchment that apparently this orc had found. And then as they get out of the way, you are at the table.
Hi, my name is Bodhi Nell. My friends call me Bodhi. Was that happen to be Bogmar? That was just at your table?
Yeah, it's Bogmar. Hi, Bodhi. My name is Roommate. This is Customer.
Really?
No. Hi. Nice to meet you. Are you here to serve Bogmar papers or
No.
collect a debt or anything? I'm not trying to just.
I look over.
I don't
look
just
over-
tell strangers people's business. I look at Seth. I'm like, I don't just tell strangers other people's, business. But yeah, hey, if you're cool, then
I look down at Thorn. I'm like, Bogmar's not one of our bounties, right?
No, he's not on my list.
He's not on my list. No, we are just here because we're big fans. Yeah, we're kind of foodies when we travel around, and we've been wanting to meet him for a long time.
well, he is very good at that.
We really wanted to see the master of hibachi.
I've still got some food on my plate. If you want to try before they get back, it's pretty crowded in here, as you can see. It might be a few minutes before they even get your order in.
Oh, that's all right. I'll
Try.
I'll wait. Thank you, though.
Really, it's all about the experience. You have to start
Really
visually
is.
first.
Yeah.
It's true. You eat with your eyes first.
At that point, I come bursting out from the kitchen again to retrieve my half-eaten bowl, and between bites, I'm just saying, "Oh, the pies, they were fine." We
Bodhi,
got a few more minutes.
these folks are here to see you.
What?
These folks here, this kindly rabbit and small butterfly woman.
My hair and gone. I'm not a rabbit. Thank you.
Do you also need a room?
Noted.
Actually, I guess we will be needing a room. But maybe we came here to meet you.
Can you work?
Oh,
What can you do?
What do you need done?
everything.
See, I do the painting. That's why I'm roommate.
Mm.
But you could possibly also be temporary roommate if you're handy at all.
I'm good at smashing things.
Yeah, I'm good with my hands.
There's some demo opportunities, yes.
All right. Well, I guess we were planning on staying for a while, so that works out.
Oh, okay. I live. Seth, customer. Well, roommate. No, I forgot your name already. Roommate will tell you where I live. My shift is over in I don't know, in a convenient amount of narrative time, and we can go over there and draft up a contract. And
Bogmar, I think they mostly just wanted to eat right now. I think maybe.
Yeah, we
Food.
came here to see you. Honestly, we heard you're the master of hibachi, and we wanted to
no.
experience firsthand.
This is kind of what he does. Like he
No,
just sort of like conscripts you into his like housekeeping army.
That's a weird way to do your advertising, but okay.
It's a great army.
Yeah.
No.
Worked for weirder things, so all right.
What do you, what's food? What do you want?
I mean, I think the hibachi would be amazing.
Bogmar, it's been a
No,
long
I
time
don't
since
do-
you've done that.
And I don't. No. No.
Oh. Really?
No. I cook food. And that's it. There's no show fun. Everybody else does that now. You can go to them. I cook food.
But our newest food magazine said that you were the
Yeah.
original hibachi
Back
master.
in the Feywild, you're like getting famous.
Yeah.
The what?
The Feywild, that's where we're from.
The fake.
Weird, yeah, different plane. Kind of a, wild place. Real fun.
Feywild place, if you will.
I don't think I know this place.
Okay, well, I mean, we
Well-
know you there, but, I mean, I guess if that's not what you want to do, whatever you want to give us. Really?
Okay, fine. And I throw my bowl down. I go back and grab some food.
All right, as you head back, obviously the easiest thing to grab was one of the hundreds of meat pies that are available to you. But just at that point, Agatha, your orc boss, the proprietor of the tavern, says, "I heard the word hibachi. Now, Bogmar, we talked about this. We're in a wooden building on top of a giant tortoise. We can't be having fire and all the juggling. We tried it once before. We had to get a new tortoise."
It's not.
Oh, no!
I didn't say. I told them no. Retired food only.
All right.
No flips.
Yeah, let's
nothing.
keep the food on the table and not in the air.
Yes.
So at this point, they go back. Delane, you notice that the goblins that were on the table adjacent to you seem to have given up, and they left that scrap of parchment on the table next to you. Ooh, a new follower. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Bearwald. Bearwald sounds like Bogmar's cousin.
My cousin.
You remember his name, but none of the other kids.
Meet roommate and customer.
So you bring out the pies, and Delane, you notice that parchment, and there's also that festival that's happening. What are you guys discussing?
I'm writing down in a book, no hibachi in Feywild, ?
I guess I'm like asking the new folks, like, so he came from an entirely different plane to get dinner?
Not just that. I mean, we're also here trying to find someone. But,
Someone
knew-
other.
we took the job because it was in this area, and we really wanted to meet Bogmar and have that hibachi, but I guess that's not happening.
Well, I know.
Did we
I
hear
mean-
the conversation from the kitchen? about what happened
I'm going to
the
say
other
no,
day?
not with the
Okay.
clientele and everything in there. Maybe you saw
That's fair.
Agatha like fussing at Bogmar. Definitely, you do notice that she's the one in charge.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably just ask him nicely for the stuff that's done after the hibachi. Like, they're actually just the grilled meats and vegetables. That's probably done. It's the show that he doesn't do.
That's fair. Yeah.
I don't know how he would react if we tried to put a hibachi grill in his kitchen at the house, though. That might be worth trying out.
I mean, the house isn't on a tortoise, right?
No, not after the tortoise tragedy. We don't put things in turtles anymore.
Guys,
Is
I
this
don't like
place
this.
not on a tortoise anymore?
It's a long story. Kinda, a little bit before my time. It's more hearsay than anything.
A lot of things in these towns
All right.
are topsy-turvy. I guess, like, when does the festival, like, start in earnest?
Tomorrow morning. It is going to be, even though you said coffee, we're going to say it's going to be 5-ish, like beginning of the evening.
I can drink coffee whenever I feel
You can
like
do
it,
whatever
sir.
you like, sir. Yes, it is a fantasy role-playing game.
I wanted to stir something with control water.
Yes.
That's a pretty cool trick.
Oh, this it's nothing.
Yeah. I can't do that.
Well, I mean, I guess all it takes is nearly drowning in the middle of the ocean. And if you don't, maybe you can do it too.
I think I'm good. I'll stick to my
Coffee stirrer.
That is.
yeah. I'll stick with my spoon.
I feel like Delane has a big pile of like noodles of some kind, like sauceless, just carbo loading.
Okay.
Butter noodles.
Yeah,
Butter noodles, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I look at butter noodles and I look at him and I'm like, "Are you okay?"
Butter noodles are a call for help.
I need a lot of carbs. I do a lot of deep diving, lots of swimming for long periods of time.
Oh,
Need
even
carbs.
after the almost drowning thing?
Well, I don't almost drown anymore. I never
Because you
almost
have your
drown.
noodles. I get it. All right, that makes sense.
Well, maybe it has something to do with the noodles.
So what's like going on? I noticed the whole town's kind of setting up for something.
There's a festival that's coming up. I think,
Man,
they,
Sword, we got here just at the right time.
celebrate the meat or something. I'm not too sure. This town's weird.
Meat? Like
The meat water. I don't know what the festival's actually for, but I know that
Right.
they've got meat water.
You
meat
have
water?
water made of meat?
I haven't
Is it
asked.
leftover from the turtle?
I have not and will not ask.
I think it's a different
Okay.
kind of broth, but it is a fun party.
All right.
So I'm very confused. Is the water made of meat, or is there just lots of meat?
I think. Well, I've been in the water. It's not meat. I haven't seen lots of meat in there either, but I kind of just like try to tune out as much as I can.
So, Seth, you know that it's called the meat waters because it's where the fishing boats come back. So it's where the fish stalls are set up.
It's because of the fishing boats. Where the fish stalls are set up.
Thank you, roommate.
The jungle juice is crazy, though. Kind of savory, I might say.
Jigow jungle juice. Get on it, brewers. Get on it.
Oh boy.
What's up, Vixie Bell cosplay? Thanks for watching.
Well, I don't really know. Like, I feel like Zach is interested in why those goblins have that parchment, but Delane is not interested in a stranger's conversation.
It's labeled plot point, but you could ignore it if you'd like.
Bogmar can come out of the kitchen right now and have the meat pies ready. I didn't know if the small one eats whole pie. I don't know. Here's 2 pies.
Oh, she will. I suggest you move your hand pretty quick once you put the food down.
Right. I
You
understand.
see it, like
And
Thorn's
and
ring?
I turn around and see the other table and see that there's something there, and I just grab it instinctually and bussing table while I'm out
Okay.
there. Might as well.
That works.
And I guess I'll glance at it. What do I see?
What do you see? Well, it is a mysterious letter that is written in rather ornate script, and it says the following, which I'll also show to everybody else. It says...
Is it in common?
It is in common. It says,
okay.
Not a dance nor a game, I've madness untamed. Where you'll find me, chaos reigns.
Oh.
I throw it to Delane and say, somebody writing bad poetry in my restaurant.
That sounds like home.
It really does.
Yeah.
I guess I'll read it. Garbage? I don't know what this is. Why did you... Okay. What's it say again? I'm sorry.
It says, Not a dance nor a game, I'm madness untamed. Where you'll find me, chaos reigns.
Sounds like something my ex-girlfriend wrote. Is there a name on it?
It is not signed by anybody, no. But it is set up... it is ornately scripted, so it's definitely, put there with a purpose, shall we say. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I lost my window.
You look over and Thorn just has like both hands in the meat pie and is just shoveling it in her face. And then like she smiles and it's like just little needle teeth with like crumbs everywhere.
I like the gusto of this little one.
Owen
You
really
are-
enjoys her food.
What is your name? What is your name, little one?
My name is Thorn.
Nice to meet you. And I hold out my giant clawed hand.
She very much tries to like grab one finger and shake it.
Yeah.
She's got a stronger grip than you would have thought.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Darn. Got it. And your fuzzy rabbit's friend.
This is Bodhi.
I'm Bodhi. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you. Nice to finally really meet you in person. We've been following your career.
My career.
Yeah, which yeah.
Okay. Well, career is over. Cooking only. It's fine.
Still your career, right?
So,
Not a career. It's like it's my job. It's my job.
I gotcha. You just do
Yes.
it to do it.
Pay the bills.
Flame's kind of gone out a little bit.
Fixing the house. All of it.
So as you're poring over, just introducing yourselves and looking at this strange parchment, Agatha the orc comes by again and says, they gave up on it, did they? I told them they wouldn't be interested. Someone left this riddle just sort of nailed to the front door when we opened this morning. I thought it was just somebody setting up more decorations, but it looks like someone wants to get the festivities started before the actual festival.
This is not a riddle. This is bad poetry.
I mean, it could be.
Riddle.
Well, if that's the case, maybe it's for me. Maybe I should take it back.
It was
Oh,
here
no,
in the morning.
We'll try to figure it out. I like puzzles.
From the morning. Who is up earlier than us?
I don't know.
Nobody.
So you didn't see who nailed this to your door?
No.
People regularly nail things to your door?
No. This is, well, recently, yes. You've seen the banners, you've seen the signs. I almost overlooked this one.
Did the tortoise see who nailed this to your door?
I haven't asked him.
Does he talk?
He does not. At least not to me. Maybe it's because what happened to the last one.
No.
Oh dear. Yikes. All right.
Cheers, Vixie Bell cosplay. Yes, that picture also makes me want pie so damn bad.
Yeah, it looks like a good ass pie. It looks like a cherry pie though. We're doing meat pies, right?
That's true.
Maybe it hasn't
Maybe it hasn't been
yet.
cooked yet, or it's the tartar
It's
pie.
a raw meat pie.
Yeah,
Meat water.
meat water pie.
Well, not a dance nor a game. I'm madness untamed while you find me chaos reigns. I mean, obviously I'm not from here. Does this ring any bells for those of you that do? Maybe
Does
a
it
place
ring
where
any
we could
bells
go?
for me?
Yeah.
If you would
I
like
think
a hint,
Yeah.
you have spent time in Jigow, so unfortunately not Bodhi or Thorn, but the other three, you can roll either history or investigation checks, and we'll see if any of you.
History.
Yeah.
Investigation. Oh, Jesus.
Nope.
Welp.
Oof.
Okay.
Oof.
First rolls of the
no.
game. Very exciting. All right,
Yeah.
a 12. Okay, so
Setting the tone, people. Setting the tone.
so Seth, this riddle, it's sort of ringing a bell. It seems familiar, like the script, the calligraphy, almost it's like it's ringing some bells, a little bit of deja vu. You think that it's referring to an actual location, probably somewhere in the town, like a singular location is what it seems to be hinting
Not a
towards.
dance nor a game. Would you consider a maze,
That's what I was
or
thinking too.
because that doesn't seem? You're definitely. I mean, you could dance through a maze. I'm not going to tell you not to, but
Is
it
there a
might be
maze
kind
set
of
up
maddening.
for the
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean
Yeah.
that sounds like a good place to start to me.
I like a
Heading
maze.
to the maze.
Yeah.
All right.
The hell, I got nothing to do tonight.
Oh, looks like my shift is over. Goodbye.
Coincidentally, Agatha says, "Yep, bye bye. You're off the hook."
You notice he takes off none of his gear. Like, he's still got his apron on, still has all of his knives, his spatula. Everything is on him still. Lives and breathes it, man.
So you walk down the trail towards where Delane saw the maze being constructed. You notice various Goblin King running around. Everyone's very excited. You see a few youths run over towards the east, some people heading towards the docks. And as you get closer to the maze, you see it's been constructed out of 4-foot tall walls of wooden planks lashed together with ropes and propped up between sandbags. Banners are hung over openings signifying entrance and exits. Looking up in the sky, you see a tan-feathered Aarakocra, the bird people, flying above, sort of scanning the maze and giving directions to the workers below, saying, "No, move that wall this way," or "That dead end's supposed to be in this location." Seems to be sort of setting it up from up there. They don't seem to take notice of you, but it looks like they are still constructing this maze for tomorrow's festivities.
You said they're 4-foot walls?
Yes. So yes, you can
This
see
is
over
a
them.
tiny child's maze.
Tiny
This
child
is a
maze, yes.
Joke to Bogmar.
I solve it with my fists. Just walk through.
I just walk normally.
Yeah, you can just step over it.
Yes.
Thorn also like flies up and is like telling everybody where to go.
I'm going to
Do
say,
any of-
yeah, that he's like, oh, yeah, that's quite a good suggestion there. And says, yes, do that. And they move one section of the wall over.
I wanna look
At my
around.
vantage point, do I see anything particularly chaosy or anything to do with this?
No,
Riddle?
it seems like most people aren't interested in this maze as it's currently being constructed. There's only like 3 people there, the people moving sections of the wall and the bird person flying above. So no, it seems pretty calm. It looks like they're getting bored of them moving sections from place to place. Probably be more exciting tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Well.
Do any of these people look like Madness Untamed? Like, is anyone just going crazy with the maze putting together?
No one seems to be acting like Madness Untamed. Yes, it does not
Okay.
seem to be that vibe you're getting.
Okay, vibe check.
Were there there weren't any other like notes or anything posted?
It was the only one.
Well, no, like posted around the maze.
Oh, no, you don't see any other notes posted around. The only things that are hanging are these tapestries that indicate the entrance and exit.
I don't know if this is like a weird scavenger hunt or something. We had to come here to get the next clue.
Organic Sam, thank you very much for the inspiration. You guys are currently
thank
at
you.
6. So if anyone wants to... actually, let's do this. Thorn, from your vantage point, and Bodhi, being new to this place and sort of aware of your surroundings, how about both of you roll a perception check? And if you want to use any of your many inspirations to get advantage, you're welcome to do so.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so both of you are doing advantage? That'll bring you to 4
Yeah.
inspiration.
Oh no.
I know, right? Yeah. Do it.
Oh no.
Hopefully we won't die this episode.
TKO. It was the tortoise. A 20 from Bodhi.
And which check was that? Sorry.
Perception.
All right, give me 1 second. My dog closed out everything. So I've got to bring it all back up.
Yeah. Blame it on your horse.
Alrighty, what do we got? It didn't show up on my screen yet. There we go.
Yeah, 13.
A 13. All right, cool. So flying above, you're kind of focused more on the maze. But Bodhi, you call out that you see a lot of youngsters seem to be running towards the east. And when you kind of, mention that to Thorn, from your vantage point, you look and see that it seems like a lot of people are congregating sort of to the east near, let's see if I can ping this section over here.
Do it one more time.
Oh, sorry, you can't see it because I'm on the wrong layer.
Oh, okay. So I have to helter-skelter.
Like it seems like they're...
That seems to be
Just
where there's the
running their
most activity currently.
Okay.
Well, it looks kind of chaotic. Where they're heading, maybe we should go over there. Maybe.
Okay.
She
I
is
think Sunday at the
madness
Bridge.
untamed.
All right, sounds good. So as you're walking by the streets, you notice that on your way there, you see a paddock of younger tortoises in a paddock, in this section right here. So there's a tortoise paddock located on the way over there. Looks like they're setting up saddles on the back of these tortoises for some sort of event that may happen tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Throwing
You can
that
ride
out
the
there.
tortoises? Oh my god.
So,
Like the
Seth,
little
you mentioned
translation.
that the official records call the wooden stone complex the Dynasty Outpost. The rebellious folk of Jigow have nicknamed it Helter Skelter for the chaotic environment that the Krin officers often descend into when dealing with the ornery youngsters or not so youngsters of the town. So let me tell you what you see when you get there.
As Seth relays that, I'm like, well, maybe the word chaotic would have been a nice.
Mm.
I mean,
It's fine.
What?
Look, I'm just here to have a good time. Don't worry about it.
So
In their defense, Jigow, it is chaos.
I've noticed.
yeah, there's a lot going on all the time.
That's cute.
Have you seen all these turtles?
They're cute. I would love to ride those tortoises. Tortoises?
tortoises.
Tortoise.
Tortoises.
Okay.
I wonder if the two of you were in a race, which one would win?
We might find that out.
Oh, I
Oh
see.
wow.
Thorn, I'm leaving you in the Feywild next time.
You have this fable in the Feywild too, yes?
So, the
I want
complex.
to leave.
The complex has a
Chris
barracks.
made me a tortoise killer, so here we go.
Hey, we never said the tortoise died. We just said there was a fire involved. That's
But you said
all.
there was a new tortoise.
Yeah,
I
if
guess the
I was
tortoise
lit on
could've
fire, I would
been
quit my job
implied.
too. I wouldn't carry no
Heavily
buildings.
implied.
Oh yeah, heavily
Structural
implied, yes.
damage.
Yes. Structural damage. I'm gonna say a sin
God.
shell and a screw you attitude is what that tortoise now has.
Okay, all right.
So
Just trying to gauge my level of trauma here.
yeah. Let's start light and fun before we start.
Yeah.
Please tell me one of them is named Michelangelo. Yeah, Mochi chirps. Yeah, we need to have. There needs to be 4 tortoises and a rat at some point. Anyway, this complex has a barracks that houses guards in a 5-sided mansion. A goblin girl carrying a baton runs past you, giggling as you enter the complex. She is followed by a pair of hobgoblin guards hollering after her. Though a few guards are stationed here, they're too overwhelmed by throngs of children running amok.
Amok.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I think we found it. I don't know what we're supposed to do now that we got here, but
I gesture to one of the guards.
And I'm waving the note around. Kids!
Yeah.
You're waving. Okay, waving the note.
Who left this bad poetry at my restaurant?
Okay, as you wave it around, none of the guards take notice as there are many kids. It's like one of those like McDonald's play places where people leave their kids to go bananas, and then the people that work there have to like kind of watch out for them.
Yeah, and
so
I'm kind of imagining Arnold Schwarzenegger in Kindergarten Cop, where
not a
he's
tumor.
like giant,
Yeah.
but no control.
Zero control. They have zero control over this. But as you wave it around, 2 young red kobolds hop in front of you. They say, "Hello, we've been told to expect some adventures, and you fit the ticket." I can't do a New Zealand accent, sorry.
Well, just try harder.
"We know where to find the next clue, but you'll have to impress us first," says the other one.
Oh, your badness and untamed? Hello.
I'm like smacking Bodhi on the ear, and I'm like, "It's a rat."
What?
Like, "Oh, you're a
What'd you say,
little rabbit person."
Oh my god. Yeah, my name's Bodhi. I'm a Herringon. I do look like a bunny. So what exactly do you need us to do?
I don't know. It's been very boring. We can't wait for the festival to start, but if you can impress us in some way, we'll leave that up to you. "Entertain us," says the other one as he sort of leans back, arms crossed against the side of the building.
Is there like a tree nearby or something?
Sure.
I take out my spatula and I whip it at the tree to try to.
Oh, I like it. Go ahead and roll an attack roll with your dagger. We'll say the tree has a normal class of 11.
I didn't want to actually throw a knife. I thought throwing knives when guards are around with children might set another bad tone, so I did just use my spatula.
Oh, fair enough. But we'll just say just roll it as a dagger for mechanic's sake.
Okay.
Don't crit fail or say you kill one. I'm just kidding.
Oh boy.
A 10.
Well,
Ooh,
sorry.
okay. So it bings off the tree, the spatula. You were kind of like, oh, this probably would have implanted itself if it had a blade, but it just bounces off the tree, and they're like, huh, boring. Try something else.
I'm going to throw knives in front of children.
Oh, we do it all the time. Our life expectancy is very low.
Did either of them look like a little worse for wear?
I'm gonna say one's a little dirtier than the other one. Like they've definitely been up to something.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna kick one of those kobolds.
You're gonna kick
but
this
we're gonna
kobold child?
Oh yeah, but
Okay, let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
do hand. We're gonna do hand to healing.
Hand to heal? Oh, okay. Explain to me what the hell is happening right now.
I'm gonna say though, I guess Bodhi is about the same size as these kobolds, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty. I'm small.
Yeah.
So
You're small.
yeah, I roundhouse kick this child and heal him for 5 points.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
And you can see like tattooed on the bottom of his feet. There's like a smiley face, and there's a sad face on like a happy face on the left and a sad face on the right foot.
That is so
Kinda just
great.
That's really
Get him
great.
with the laugh.
So you slap him right in the snout with your foot, slamming him back against the building. He's like, "Ow, that felt great." He seems confused.
You're welcome. And he can there's a little gold glow coming off of off my foot. As
Okay.
I bring it back down. Yeah.
I'll cast dancing lights, and my dancing lights look like small little storm clouds, like just flickering lightning inside of them.
Okay.
And I'll use I'll use thaumaturgy to make it sound like there's little bits of thunder around it.
Okay, so as soon as the kick from Brody hits one of the kobolds into the wall, the other kobold says, "Hey, no fair, you get all the fun." And he looks over, he's like, "Oh, look, lights." And he started trying to grab you. Look at this. He's jumping up, trying to grab it.
I like it. I appreciate the dedication to your aesthetic. That's nice.
This is just how they look.
Underneath Delane's little storm clouds, Thorin's going to use Druidcraft and make tiny little flowers pop up from the ground.
Ooh, I like it. You guys are inside this complex, by the way, so some of the guards are looking at you like, we have too much to do. It's not a tumor! And they start running after the kids.
Oh, Thorn, you can help me with my landscaping too.
Oh.
So great. Curb appeal.
So, after discussing the curb appeal of Bogmar's estate, the two kobolds are brought back to attention after the, it takes a lot of hey, look over here, because they're looking at the clouds and the lights. They say, you're right, dear, that was quite good. Well, your next clue is located up there. They kind of lead you outside and then point to the roof of the mansion.
I'd take off flying. Be like,
Oh, yeah, that's so easy for you, I forgot.
The roof of what?
The building of the
Outpost.
Dynasty, the Outpost, yes. All right, you fly up to the top, Thorn, and at the top you see a rather suspicious-looking lockbox.
Can I lift it?
What is your strength?
Swole.
It is a 16.
Jesus.
So you're a barb. That's a barbarian.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes, sure. It'll just look very awkward as it's probably the same size as you, but you can, you'll fly down with it.
How tall is the roof?
It is 3 stories high, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's easy for you because you fly. So get to the top, you grab the lockbox, and the rest of you see this diminutive fairy flying down, easily carrying what looks to be a pretty hefty lockbox. Blink!
Oh, thank you, Thorn. Well, somebody want to do the honors of opening it?
Is this checking for traps? Is it trapped or locked or anything?
You can roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Don't forget, you have 4
Checking for
inspirations.
traps is investigation?
Yes.
Or perception, it depends on what we're doing.
Alright, well.
Seems fine.
9. Okay, yeah.
I look at Bogmar and I'm like, when's the last time you were out and about adventuring and stuff? Just out of curiosity.
It's a books.
It's there, pretty much.
Okay,
Lots of training, lots of you're a bugbear, these are the things bugbears do, those sorts of things. And then I left. So I didn't complete all my training, not a great bugbear.
That's really cool that you found your own path though. But if you don't mind, I'm also gonna take a look at that box.
Oh, sure. Yes.
All right. Now let me toggle off advantage. Ooh, I didn't do much better either.
Seems fine.
No.
Literally got another 9.
Yeah. Kind of looking it over. I'll just say, it's a festival activity placed on top of a guard's outpost. It's probably okay.
Placed there by a bunch of kobold children. I don't know how much I trust that, but sure.
I'll open it. And
Open
she,
it.
goes to smash.
I definitely stepped away from it though.
All right, so you're gonna try and smash it open. It is locked, obviously.
Is it like a whole box and the lock is inside, or is it the lid is shut and there's a lock?
The lid is shut. And there's
on.
a lock. There's a lock that's part of the box.
Mm. Okay. Well,
It is a metal box. You could try and break it.
She's not real smart.
Lock picking, I should be able to lock pick.
Yeah.
Pretty good with that, I think.
All right. Whatever you'd like to do. Either smash it or try and
Or
pick the lock.
smashing. I'd love
I mean,
to
you could
see
stop
the
her,
sword
but-
smash.
You
Sorry.
look, you know, Bogmar, you look a little roguish to me. I think that's definitely something you could do.
It's
Try.
what I was trained for, but you know, I'm bad at it. Okay, I just click on my thieves tools, right?
That's right. Would you like?
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
For me.
19.
Nice.
Holy
Nice.
crap!
Hell
That
yeah.
bonus. All right. Easily, you maintain eye contact with the party while you fiddle with your skewers and like your meat skewers to
I'm
pick
so
the lock.
bad at this,
Pop!
guys.
Just instantly opens. All right, and
That was real smooth, Bogmar. Real smooth.
as you peer inside the lockbox, you are surprised to find a commercial break, and we'll be right back in about 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere. See you soon. everybody.
Was the last time I went to that taco truck.
That's right. Anyway, glad to have you here. We are doing our Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep campaign, where the characters are on some sort of strange puzzle-solving scavenger hunt. And for those people that are interested, this little prelude I'm taking from a very, very condensed version of the Great Jigow Scavenger Hunt by Michael Galvis. You can find that on Wizards of the Coast's website. Pretty neat, but I cut it down just for sake of time and patience. So, as you open up the lockbox, inside you find another parchment.
Oh boy.
Not another lockbox?
Oh yeah, that would have been really funny. I'll make you pick like 6 of them in a row and inside the last one. So this one is written in that same script, and written on it, it says... Across from where we began, speak the end to the man. We've got more words than who's got more words than he'll say, and many prizes you'll obtain. Wow, that's a slant rhyme if I've ever heard one, but that's what the parchment says.
Across from where we began. The first note, maybe? Or the town? I don't know.
Yes.
Was there anything specific about like the area across from the inn?
What do you mean?
Um,
So the inn is over here.
right. I guess like anything about the buildings that would have stood out that would have made sense based off of that.
The only other building of note is the Temple of Luxem that I mentioned that Seth knew about before.
Okay.
There are plenty of men there that we can speak to.
So it might come into play for this, but part of Thorn's background, she remembers everything about maps, geography, and I can always recall the general layout of terrain.
Okay.
Or
Well then, yeah, the first thing you see exiting the Unbroken Tusk is the Temple of Luxem.
okay.
It's hard to miss. Giant D12.
Speak the end to the man. Speak the end. Chaos reigns. Do we have to say chaos reigns to some man at the Temple of Luxem?
Speak the end. I mean, I think the best way to start is just going to the temple.
Get there.
Works for me. Is that what you guys want to do?
Yes.
Please.
Let's go.
Onward to the temple.
All right. The Temple of Luxem is a 5-sided structure made of a peculiar glass that lets off a faint glow. The front door is open to a dimly lit temple where lights dance along the tall black walls. A few worshippers wander the temple, climbing stairs up to its 2nd and 3rd floors.
I'm dabbing up people as we're walking through.
Okay, cool. So you fist bump some of the monks and you the priests, and you move through. No one seems to, be doing anything out of the ordinary.
Do we get the impression that these monks have taken vows of silence at all?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay.
Is there
Oh.
a
statues anywhere?
is there a statue of a dude just like somewhere?
No, there is no statue of a dude that you see anywhere. But you do hear a voice coming from the upper level. A louder voice. Sounds like a male. Seth, it sounds very familiar to you. You just can't place it.
Who is this man? I
Sounds like a
follow his
man.
voice. I'm gonna go speak to the man, or at least listen to him.
All right, that sounds good. So when you go upstairs, you see Balana Zoled, who is a drow priest, and she's the one that is in charge of this temple. Speaking to her is a older goblin man who's seems to be talking about tomorrow's festivities, and he says stuff like, "Oh, I could set up my tables just outside the temple." To which Balana says, "No, you may want to move down the street a little bit. We want to keep the temple as a place of respite from all the festivities going around. You understand?" And they seem to be just talking back and forth about where this goblin can set up his display for tomorrow's festivities. You recognize him as soon as you see him as Elder Kolbu Kaz, one of the two elders of Jigow, and
Great name.
he is he's known for his tests of wits.
Ah,
All right. Well, sir, from I didn't mean to overhear, and I go to fist bump the lady in charge.
And and also with you. And
But you're looking up to set up a stand. Have you seen all of the small tortoises with saddles? Because I
Oh.
think that's going to be a hoppin' spot.
oh yes, the tortoise migration is quite the event at the Festival of Merit. I can't set up over there. That's a different event entirely. I want to be sort of out of the way where people have a chance to think and puzzle as he sort of moves his goblinoid fingers together.
To think and puzzle. I'm trying to think of the rest of the town and maybe offer him a solution so he gets off of the temple leader's back a little bit about setting up out front.
I'm going to say, Bodhi, you notice that this goblin's eyes sort of move towards Thorn, who I assume is still holding onto that parchment. Can you roll an insight check, Bodhi?
I can.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, crit fail.
All
We're
right.
gonna do that. We're gonna do that again. I'm gonna chronal shift.
Oh.
Hold on.
Fuck yeah.
All right, what does Chrono Shift do as a reaction after you see a character make an attack roll, ability check?
Roll.
Wowee!
Dude, that's nuts. That's so
that's
good.
so cool.
Rewind.
Hell yeah. All right, don't crit fail again.
I'll say Bogmar dropped his spatula and bent over, and you saw more than you wanted to. And then time reverses, and at this point, you get a 10. All right, so you managed to look away before seeing all of Bogmar again, and you notice that the goblin's eyes seem to shift towards what Thorn is carrying, and like a little smile appears on his face, but he's trying to like, nothing, nothing at all.
I look at him and I'm like, Chaos reigns?
He looks at you and says, "So close."
What?
The and,
That was the last line of the poem, right?
and,
Yeah.
Say
and
that,
Chaos reigns.
Delane. What are you saying?
the end.
All right,
The end.
as you see
Oh my
the
God.
end, he points at you, Delane. He says, "That's it, good sir. Very, very good. And your name is
I'm Delane. Sure.
Delane. A very bright lad indeed. Well, let me tell you, I wanted to sort of get things going. I couldn't quite wait for the festival itself. I thought it would be good just to get the excitement going. You understand? Well, I am proud to give you the first prize of this first test of merit." And he reaches into his cloak and he pulls out what looks to be a small medallion, and he hands it to you, which I will again here. You have received the Medal of Metal. It is an item which you can make a Constitution saving throw. You can use a reaction to gain advantage. You must be wearing the medal to use this property, and once it's used once, it is no longer magical.
Nice.
Yes. And to that, he calls out, "The first prize of the Festival of Merit has been awarded!" To which some of the monks, hooray, much rejoicing. Very good. Well, I trust I'll see you tomorrow at some of the other events. Anyways, I must go and set up my stuff, and at this point, the NPC leaves the room. Well done. You managed to get a prize before the festival even started.
Nice.
Riddles.
Say it was just
Oh, shit.
it was directly in the directions. Not a very good riddle.
To that, he calls over his shoulder. I did what I could in a short amount of time. Come to my table tomorrow. It'll be much more riddly. Bye.
No, I think we should all agree to never talk to that guy.
Agreed. That man always gave me the creeps.
I heard
He was
that.
living.
He's walking outside now. Like you see him looking down. Anyway, youth these days.
He had a little bit too many question marks on his clothes.
A cane that was also.
Always the red flag.
Whew. So at this point, it is getting later in the evening. It seems like a good time to retire, unless there's anything else you'd like to do around the town.
Oh, come to my house. We will.
I want to check out before tomorrow's swimming activities. I want to check out the pier to see what the swimming race, the lap course, is going to look like.
Okay, sounds good. So that's where
y'all don't have to follow me. I can meet you at your place.
If you don't mind, I'd like to follow. I really want to see what these
Yeah, I want to
water
see the meat water.
look like.
Oh, sure. I mean, y'all can come. I'm just saying you don't have to.
And we've never been here before, so tour's a tour, however you can get it.
Sure.
Meat water. Let's go.
All right. So as you... hold on, let me make sure I'm not lying to you. All right, so as you head towards the docks, you see that some people are putting in the final preparations. There's like banners up showing the title, the Eiffelon Plunge is the name of this event. And there are some people that seem to be sort of like mirroring out. You see a man emerge from the waters. Says, "Oh, it's really cold and the current's quite steep, but I got the spear over there." That some of the other men say, "Oh, good job." And I need Delane to roll a perception check, please.
Sure.
15. All right. You notice a young woman. She seems to be sort of trying to stay discreet, but the first thing that draws your attention to her is her blue skin. And she seems to be looking at the men that are discussing setting up this event, and as soon as she sees that you've noticed her, she moves away quickly.
I don't normally have that kind of reaction before I talk to them. All right, do I see which way she's heading?
She seems to be heading away from the Meatwaters, heading back towards the buildings. The rest of you are... some of you may be disappointed that when you're brought to the Meatwaters, it looks like just all the other waters.
I was expecting more of a soup. I'm a little disappointed.
Just wait
At
for
the
the
very
party to
least-
start.
What would you like to do?
Give me an idea for a soup. I could make something called the meat waters.
I try to flag down that woman.
All right, sounds good. Why don't you roll a survival check?
Try to drown that woman.
Track down, I think you said.
Flag down?
Flag
Flag
down.
her
Flag down. Mhm.
Flag her down. Not trying to murder her or accost her.
Don't do that.
All right, so as
I don't
you
believe
move, she's moving quite quickly, not running, but she seems to be slipping through the crowd in a very dexterous way. You have a little trouble moving through some of the people, and eventually you lose sight of her. She seemed to go around a corner, but as soon as you turn the corner, she's gone.
All right, well, I was just seeing if she was going to be a swimmer tomorrow, but okay.
Is there a suspicious puddle on the ground? JK, I'm not there.
Drowning a person would indeed make the water a tad meatier. You are not wrong, actual garbage. That is a true statement.
Boy.
I'll walk back over. That was odd. I mean, she might be a competitor tomorrow, so maybe she didn't want me to get an eye of her game. But,
A gazpacho, not a soup, though. The The gazpacho waters. They are good this time of year. Always cold. Anyways, at this point, what would you guys like to do?
Well, Bogmar, can we go back and see, where I guess we're gonna be staying with you for a bit?
Of course, come to the house.
All right. So as you move through
Where's my lip?
through Jigow, through the jumble, you do see that you're being led to the northern end of the city, where Bogmar's residence is going to be. And as you pass by, you notice a butcher shop is labeled. It's Beef Slab Butchers, and this is where a lot of the meat for the meat pies comes from. You kind of wave at the proprietor over there, and you see that they're actually setting up tables for an event on their end as well. So they're going to have something at this point. Do you want to just ping somewhere on the map where you'd like Bogmar's residence to be? Somewhere near the butcher shop?
Or, so let's see. Let me be extra about it. Zoom a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, pick your favorite building out. We'll just watch. We'll wait. It's fine.
Yeah. No, that one's a little too square. That one's a little too.
Which one screams Bugbear Chef to me?
Right. Well, some of these have like little pools too.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You can have a little swampy
That's
pool.
a fun little
Yeah.
water feature.
Sure.
You know what? I like this one if it's not too far away from
Ooh.
the beef slab.
Yeah.
And then we've got like a nice little courtyard. Yes, Chez Bogmar.
There you are. Perfect. So you arrive in Bogmar's place. Bogmar, can you describe your abode?
Yeah, so Bogmar made a lot of quick, fast, and loose money on the
There's a bocce empire.
on the chef scene, and decided to buy the biggest house he could afford, which happened to be kind of a dump heap. But he's working on it. It's not condemned or anything, but it's pretty rough. There's a reason why nobody lived there before. It's a little rickety. But it is large. It probably has 6 or 7 rooms. Which that's why you're all living there, is to kind of help piece it together and make a presentable neighborhood home, I suppose.
This is what he spent his earnings when he won Jorhas Top Chef.
Right. Yes. When Jorhas Got Talent came knocking, Bogmar bought a derelict mansion.
All right.
To the honor of his people that he does not invite over.
I appreciate that attitude. That's yeah.
Is
So-
there a
So
homeowners
welcome. It has
association?
a pool lake situation at back. I'm assuming that's why Delane sought me out. In addition to my food, maybe
No,
like water.
I was
We don't really talk
staying
about
at the other place. I'm just hanging out with you guys now.
Nah.
But it's nice that you've got a little pool back here.
Yes.
I'm more than just water. I can eat
Well,
things too.
There's a lot of beard there too. The nice
Water and beard.
Thank you.
Yep.
That's a
there's
Delane
no
t-shirt right there.
evidence to tell me that it's not a water beard, but that's okay. Yeah. So that's. We'll get you rooms. We'll get you jobs, and the more you work, the less you have to pay. So that's
Well,
nice.
I'm gonna head back to the other place. I already pay them, and I don't have to work.
I know. I forgot you're a customer, not roommate.
I was just,
forget. You too.
I was enjoying my time with y'all tonight.
You just look so much alike. You all look the same to me. So
So just
Really?
just for funzos right now, just so you know, I am going to start your things are going to start costing now. The meal was on the house as Bogmar is your buddy, but if you stay at the inn, it will cost you, which is fine. Just letting you know.
or you could take care of my pool. That's
All
probably
right,
really
fine.
expensive.
I'll help you out with your pool.
Oh man, and a pool boy. Man, your talents.
Oh my God, Delane's the pool boy. That's great.
I go out back. I'm gonna check the water. What's going on?
pH and
What is it? Murky.
Yeah, it's real murky. It's definitely
It's real
swampish.
murky. Huge algae blooms.
I'll just start using like control water. I'm gonna try to like filter it, like pull out clean, and then just like scrape out as much algae as I can, and then put the clean back in, just little bits at a time.
I will say that your cleaning of the pool does cause a lot of the neighbors to peek out the window, like, "Oh my god, what's happening over there?" And then, like an elderly female goblin, "Oh my, what's happening over there?" That kind of.
You doing it shirtless?
Yes, absolutely. You have to, right?
Definitely, yeah. At a certain point, I'll take my shirt off.
Thorn, what are you doing? Are you doing the landscaping like we mentioned before? Or?
Yeah, what does the front of the house look like?
I have no idea.
Actually,
Wow.
Well, judging by this little rectangle on the screen, we don't have much of a front yard. So I'm thinking just some nice, maybe container gardens, maybe just a couple of oversized
Window boxes.
window boxes. Nothing too crazy because, in case I'm not home, I don't want everything to die.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Yes. But whatever you want to do.
yeah, she'll just actually she'll probably go in the back and make the backyard look really nice.
Okay.
So just kind of around the perimeter of the back fence, she'll just start like touching the ground and just little flowers start blooming.
Lovely.
So Bogmar, your backyard had a big glow up right now. So you're the envy of your neighbors for sure. Keeping up with the Bogmars.
Right. Well, when I moved into this neighborhood, they said a bugbear. What's a bugbear doing here? Which is crazy because my neighbor's a bugbear too, but he's a real bugbear, so because I am a chef, they all say, bugbear. Ugh. But I'll show them. It's fine.
Bogmar, I can start destroying their houses.
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna. I don't really want to work with races.
Let me bring up the commoner stat block.
Racist. It's more of a, they look down on me for my profession and my fast and loose
7
money.
feet tall.
And
Bogmar, nobody looks down on you. You're 7 feet.
There are some bugbears much taller than me.
Well, break the range.
Down for you.
Yeah,
Some orcs.
take them down a peg. Put them down on your level.
It's not really my style.
Yeah, that's fine. When was the last time you skimmed this? It's in terrible condition.
Oh, never. I bought it and, I got rid of, the alligator that was in it, but that was about all that I could do.
I'm bleeding. No, you didn't.
I guess that was the baby that I got that looks like it really bad.
It flashes
Wait.
back to Delane fighting the alligator and the goblin woman saying, "Pin him! Pin him!"
Wait, you have a baby?
No. I think I killed the baby alligator. The one that is attacking him right now is much
Oh.
bigger. I didn't
Wow.
know about that. No, I
Okay.
have regrets.
Seth, are you painting the entire time this alligator is
Yeah,
happening?
I'm just inside cleaning. I'm kind of humming to myself, picking out a couple of rooms for Thorn and Bodhi.
I assume
feel
you have
Thorn might like a
prestidigitation.
high up room. No.
Really? So the wizard is manually cleaning.
I like to humble myself.
It's like you're the president of Hoover, but you're using a broom.
Just take the house back in time to when it was clean.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Just rewind it each time. Bodhi, what are you doing in the house?
Oh, I'm not in the house. I'm out here watching Mr. Poolboy wrestle a baby
yes.
alligator.
Yes,
Yeah,
Bodhi's watching
that's
this
very
show.
distracting.
Oh, I imagine you in a
Eventually, I get to
reclining
the point
beach
where,
chair.
I do that chin to chin thing. where I pull its head back and I put my chin
Yes.
on its chin and like, think I got it.
And still shirtless, obviously.
Well, of course.
Yes, the alligator is
That's
shirtless.
impressive.
No, I'm just kidding. Move on.
Of course,
I'll
the
open a
alligator's
window.
shirtless.
And kind of lean out and say, Bodhi, yay or nay on cobwebs?
Oh, are they big? Like big cobwebs?
They're medium and they come with 2 spiders.
Oh, leave them, please. I do enjoy a spider in my room.
Understood. I leave the window
Thank you.
open to kind of air it out.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've done the house chores, is there anything else you'd like to do before you rest in preparation for the Festival of Merits?
Well, I guess I just tell them, I show them where the kitchen is, and they can use whatever, but then there is, like, a specific cabinet and drawer that they are explicitly told not to touch.
Oh gosh, this is a
Ooh.
Black or Bluebeard's bride situation.
No,
You
it's like, these are
starting
my
with it.
things, and you will mess them up.
Don't mess with Bogmar's
Oh,
toiletries.
okay.
Got it.
Yes. No, it's just like my favorite pots and pans, my favorite knives,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
my all of these things. You know?
I knew exactly what you meant, Melissa.
Yes,
I could tell the people who don't work in the kitchen.
right.
Yeah, I will be the first to admit it.
It's like you are going to use my good sharp scissors on paper.
My kitchen shears.
I will murder them for you.
Yes. So that's about it. That's the only rule of the house is just don't use my shit to cook. And yeah.
So, if there's nothing else, your characters receive a long rest. Early the next morning, who's breaking into that cupboard? Nobody. Okay, cool.
Nope.
Do you guys do breakfast before heading out to the festivities, or not so much?
Oh, yeah, I'm making eggs and bakey. It's cooking by the time anybody even thinks about getting out of bed. So
Yeah, so the aromas are what awaken
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Some coffee, bacon, and you all gather around a table, which you're wondering, why is the top made out of stainless steel? But you ignore it and continue on with what you're doing.
anybody with food allergies in the Feywild, are there food allergies?
Oh no, I'm good for anything pretty much.
All right.
I'll
Eggs and
eat.
bacon.
I'll eat literally anything.
Oh,
You
We found
turn
that out
back
the hard way.
hold up the orange one. I like this little one.
Like, I'll eat
She's
literally
my favorite.
all
anybody.
bacon out of the frying pan is actually eating it.
All right, so after a delicious breakfast, you hear that the festivities outside, even though it's very early in the morning, it looks like the festivities are well underway. So if you're ready to leave Shea Bogmars, we can dive right into that.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
Sure.
Bodhi, you
Can
good?
we go? Yeah, I just can we go ride the tortoises? Because that looked like a lot of fun.
For sure, for sure. So let's go ahead and dive right in, shall we? Display a really cool image for you. And
Aw.
I know.
Oh, that's so good.
That's so good, yeah. You've entered the Jumble, a large district of tangled roads and single-story buildings in the town of Jigow. Throngs of people, most of them orcs and goblins, move through the streets, laughing, singing, running, and sightseeing. All are enthralled by the raucous sights and sounds of the town's Festival of Merit. You hear snippets of conversation as people pass by, a goblin mother telling her children not to go near the baby horizon-back tortoises, a drow guard in shining insectile armor complaining to his partner that his gauntlet was crushed by a hulking orc while arm wrestling, and a pair of young orcs in swimming wear hollering as they rush towards the banks of the Eiffelon River. All around you, colorful signs and banners point toward festival booths surrounded by cheering people. On this street alone, you can see a meat pie eating contest near a shop mounted on the back of a massive tortoise, and on the other side of the road, a banner emblazoned with the words, "Riddles and Rhymes! Unbeatable Riddles!" The banner points towards a 3-story temple in the center of the jumble. The town is yours to explore. Where do you want to go?
So early for a meat eating contest. But
So the Temple of Wits, he did set it up right near the temple. So it's right outside the temple that is located on your map right over here.
What a jerk.
Yeah, you recognize the goblin that you saw yesterday, the elder. But he's there. I heard many things. I heard maybe not the pie eating contest too early. I heard the Horizon backs. Where do you guys want to go?
Yeah, I think everybody wants to do the turtles. And
Yeah.
I don't expect... I mean, how big are these turtles? They're for kids, right?
You'll find out.
Okay.
I don't need to ride a turtle, but I do want to be. I guess when the time comes for the swimming competition, I'll be doing that.
All right, that works for me. So we'll definitely do those two. I'm going to do the Horizon backs first. Festival goers are clustered around a paddock full of young horizon-back tortoises that are shuffling around inside an enclosure. The 15-foot tall tortoises are being tended by young herders who are fitting them with makeshift bridles. These individuals are overseen by a tall, attractive orc who makes sure the bridles are attached correctly. The orc waves at you and says, "Have you come to join the Horizon back migration? There's a tortoise for each of you, and a medal to be won if you make it to the end in one piece. Last year, we had to rebuild 3 houses after the festival."
That sounds amazing. Please sign me up.
All right, that's 1. Do I hear a second? 2.
Yes.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
3 riders. Am I correct, or did I miss anybody? I'm seeing
Seth
Bogmar,
also.
Seth, and Bodhi. Is that correct?
And Thorn.
And Thorn. Okay, but
Thorn,
but
too.
no Delane.
I'm not going to ride a turtle. No.
Okay,
Our
I understand.
Cooper,
Not a
customer
partner.
roommate.
Because all right, give me just a moment here. I'll bring up the rules.
What you said it's run by an orc?
Orc, yes. A very swole orc.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
All right. You have met this orc before, Seth, in passing. His name is Aiden. He's supervising the transfer of young tortoises from the paddock to the open fields on the west side of the jumble, where the tortoises will begin their training to become mounts and mobile buildings for the tribes of Jigow. Okay. Once all the contestants are seated on their tortoises, Aiden climbs on the back of a larger tortoise outside the paddock. With a yell and a hand signal, Aiden begins to lead the group of tortoises out of the paddock. All right, so let's see here. I need all the contestants to make a animal handling check.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
Source code redeemed an award for 200 points, so now you have 5 inspiration. Remember, you have to do it before.
Nice. Thank you, Matt.
Oh.
Oh no, Thorn! You're gonna get eaten by a tortoise! First kill. No, I was kidding. Bogmar with a 12. All right, do I have... All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm gonna start with Bogmar. As you are trying to move the tortoise out of the paddock, it begins to buck, but you manage to hold it in place from basically your mass alone. And the tortoise eventually falls in line and begins walking out towards Aiden. Moving on to Seth. Seth, you get bucked. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
You manage to hold on to the reins, pulling yourself back onto its shell before you hit the ground. Thorn, same thing.
Okay.
Okay, you also manage to, as you're flung off, you just fly back onto the back of the tortoise, able to maintain yourself, and then, Bodhi, you have no trouble at all. And the tortoise is just basically following your commands at this point. This is the tortoise and the hair guys. Like, this is literally happening right now as you lead it out of the
I
paddock.
hate you so much.
All right, and now you guys all need to do it again, but the DC's higher now.
Okie dokie.
Oh no!
You fucking kidding me?
The tortoise does not like you. All right. This time, Thorn, you're fighting with the tortoise. It actually snaps up in the air, trying to bite you as you're flying around it. You need to make your dexterity saving throw again. And you're much more dexterous than the tortoise, and you're able to get back on top of it. Now, Bodhi, you are distracted as you hear Thorns swearing at the tortoise that's trying to eat her, and during your distraction, the tortoise bucks you. You need to make a saving throw.
Dex, right?
Dex saving throw, correct. That's fine. You are able to rein it under control. All right, and now it's the final check.
Bogmar.
Oh, Bogmar, you got a
21.
Oh, you're absolutely fine. This is now your new friend.
Great.
You're carrying the tortoise at this point.
Yes.
Final check.
Oh.
Mochi Chirps also awarded an inspiration. You are currently at 6.
Oof, okay.
Ooh, critical success.
Ooh, I critted.
All right, looking, you all.
On my tortoise
Thorin,
ride.
your
Fuck yeah.
your tortoise hates you. You got to make that dex save again. You managed to make it. Okay. Well, luckily, double checking this here. You know what? I'm going to veto something. I'm going to change something here. Everybody, not just Delane, all of you got a medal of metal from solving the riddles because you worked as a team. Sorry, I thought there was only one of each, but everyone who succeeds in a test of merit receives the award, so more than one person can get the award. And in this case, you all barely, Thorn, managed to get your tortoise from one end to the other, either by force of will, like Bogmar, actual animal handling, like Seth and Bodhi were able to do, or just stubbornness from Thorn flying away from the tortoise and chasing after you. But Aiden says, well, the rules were make it from one end to the other, so I guess you all win. To that, he starts pulling out medallions. Each one looks different, a different part of the tortoise, a piece of shell, a claw, a tooth, and everyone who participated, all of you earn the Medal of the Horizon back. If you are going to be hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to increase your AC by 5 until the start of your next turn, including the triggering attack. You must be wearing the medal, and after you use it, it is no longer magical. So it's a one-time +5 to AC.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, reaction speed, so pretty good. Well done.
Thorn is totally just screaming at her turtle in its face, yelling at him. I imagine Bodhi's
Thorn.
like grabbing her foot, trying to drag her away.
Thorn, we don't blame the... Oh, that's the wrong person. That's the wrong
Oh yeah, you're
character.
using the wrong character.
Thorn, we don't blame the animal. You know, he's just acting naturally like he should. Maybe just be more gentle next time.
Organic Sam, I think I accidentally missed your inspiration, so I'm going to give them one more. So thank you. We appreciate you very much.
Yes. We are up to 7.
You're at 7, yeah, which is a large amount. Anyway, so yeah, get them medals. As the festivities continue, Delane, while you're watching, what's going through your mind right now as you see all your newfound quote-unquote friends are riding tortoises?
Oh, I'm probably just rooting for him. All right, cool, fun.
All right, you hear laughter coming from your left, and when you look over, you see that same girl from yesterday, the one with the sort of bluish skin that sort of reminds you a little bit of some of the markings you have on your own. That's what draws your interest to her. She looks to you, and then you see a slight like purpling to her cheek, like she's blushing, and then she sort of raises her tankard to you in sort of like a hey, what's up kind of deal. She's
What?
on the other end of this the bleachers, let's say.
Guiding bolt. Just kidding.
Okay, I was about to say, let's do it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what happens. It looks like your friends are getting off their tortoises. You see a 15-foot tortoise being yelled at by a 2-foot fairy. It looks ashamed.
Y'all have a good time. It looked like
Yeah, that was great.
what's going on out there.
I had a blast.
First
There you-
time for everything.
We all got medals.
Yes. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
So at this point, your attention, you quickly glance back, and the girl that you noticed before is gone. You hear some of the other individuals. Oh, it sounds like the great Iflon plunge is going to begin soon. Hint, hint.
Wasn't that the one you wanted to do, Delane?
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Let's
Go
Meat
swimming.
water. Let's go.
to the meat.
To the meat waters. Let's do it. All right, so you head over to the Iflon Pier located in the southern area of Jigow. That. Several people are gathered on the piers, arguing among themselves and venting their ire at a spry goblin who responds to their anger with an amused expression. Suddenly, a brash voice cuts through the chatter, and a blue-skinned woman pushes her way through the crowd and stands protectively in front of the goblin, yelling, "She's not going to say it again!" If you're here with a team, only one member of your team can participate in the challenge. The rules are clear, and if you can't handle it, get off the pier. After just a couple of seconds, small groups of people begin to quietly murmur among themselves.
All right. Well, I think I got this one.
Yeah, I think among our newfound team, you seem the most water. What's the water term for aerodynamic?
Hydrodynamic?
That's it.
I don't think it is. I made that up. But continue.
Aquatic. Very
Aqueduct.
aquatic.
I can. Yeah. Yeah. Spent my whole life in the water. I think I got this. Yeah. Hey, Delane, here to enter. How do I do that? I kind of just like I mosey past that woman, and I'm just like, sorry if I made it seem like I was chasing you yesterday. It wasn't my intention.
So she is currently in not heated words, but in a terse discussion with a drow man. So her attention is not really easily captured.
This drow man's giving her a hard time about this?
No, it looks like it doesn't look like they're arguing. It looks like they're just, apparently, this is what the whole teamwork thing. Apparently they know each other, and the person in charge of the event says you can't do this in teams. You have to do it individually.
I'll guiding bolt him.
Okay.
I won't just go around magicking everyone to death. If she's talking to somebody, then I won't.
Okay. So the goblin who through discourse you hear his name is Omo says, if you're interested, you can sign up here. But again, he looks towards you're with a group, your group's following behind you. Only one member per team. This is not a group activity. There's many
That's
more if
fine.
you're interested in that.
Not a one of us is named Karen. I'll just absolutely go right on ahead and
All right.
follow your rules.
Works. Right. Apparently that one doesn't. Okay, cool. Just double checking that, and then we're doing this one. He's like, yeah, well, the entry fee is 5 silver pieces. Ooh, hydrodynamic is right. Thank you. I got a word right.
Spend money?
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Thank you, Bearwald.
All right, I hand him a gold piece and like, can you change that?
Yeah, of course. And he reaches in and takes out 5 silver. Hands them back to you. He
Did
looks.
it cost money to ride the turtles?
That's what I was looking up. It did not.
What? All right, I better win money for this shit.
So at this point, He explains the rules to you. He says, your job is to swim upstream through the rushing waters of the Eiffelon to reach a rusted spear sticking out of a rotten wooden post, and then bring the spear back to the dock.
Okay.
At this point, you do see that that woman... Here, I can bring up some artwork for you guys. So, this woman here, she is the one that Delane noticed, and she's currently discussing something, trying to keep it hush-hush with this drow individual here.
Okay.
Can I kind of drift a little bit closer and overhear what they're talking about?
Absolutely. Make a perception check. Would you like to use one of your bazillion inspirations?
I would love
Do
to.
it.
All right, cool. Roll with advantage. 19. I'm glad you used that advantage. All right.
Me too.
So you hear bits and pieces of the conversation, but the drow says to the woman, he says, Io, if you'd like, I can use my magic, cast Longstrider on you to aid you in this competition. To the woman says, Galsier, if I'm going to win this, I'm going to win it fair and square. Plus, I mean, look at the competition. She kind of like stops a bit and looks at Delane before looking back at her drow companions. Well, most of the competition anyway. I've got this. I can do it. I can do it myself. And to that, the drow says, well, it's up to you. And he kind of just saunters off apathetically.
What was her drow friend's name again?
Galsariad. I need to look at the pronunciation. It is Galsariad. Galsariad.
Potato.
Actually, I can just leave the tokens up on the board now so you know where they are. Just make it a little easier.
Oh, very nice.
In the
Heck
middle
yeah.
of the ocean.
Like pennants or banners or like streamers going across the street or like the finish line or whatever.
No, it had there. No, the only banners are at the entrance to this pier.
Okay.
They kind of point in the general direction of where they said the spear is, which is way over there.
No, not where the spear was, but I mean like where the stands would be or whatever.
Oh, people are just lined up on the pier.
Okay.
I think I'm stretching.
Bogmar has a cowbell, getting ready to cheer.
Noisemakers. Galsariad sort of scoots over to the side. So he's...
I toss
Yeah.
Bogmore my oar, and I take off like my over shirt and my like big sandals that I've got, getting all limber and loose.
All right, stretching it out pool boy style.
Give him a little massage. Got this.
You don't mind hanging on to these for me, do you?
No, not at all.
So, Omo, the goblin, said that only one person from each team can participate. If anyone wants to try and like finagle their way in, you're welcome to try, but that's up to you.
I don't think the fairy would have a swim speed.
Seth cannot swim.
Then I would recommend against joining the...
I will hold on. I see Bogmar holding the oar, and I'm like, can you hand that to me?
Fine, she can hold it if she wants to.
Here you go.
All I do is I hold it up above my head, and I get ready to start cheering for Delane.
I love how you've used like very little magic. Pretty awesome. All right, so if we're ready, you see that you are up against 4 individuals there, Delane. You're up against Io, who is the woman that you briefly encountered earlier. You're against a male orc.
I think her name is Ayo.
Hey, yo. You're also facing a female human. And finally, a male goblin. Boom. So these are the individuals that are currently doing it. Can you drag your token and put it in line with the other people's?
Sure.
Inspiration from Vixie Bell Cosplay. Appreciate it. And I think we're good. So, on Omar's mark, if everyone's ready, the contestants plunge into the water and begin swimming. So what we need to do is everyone involved, which is just Delane and my peoples, need to roll initiative.
I'm gonna do it with advantage.
Okay, for fun or with your inspiration.
My inspiration.
Cool,
yeah.
works down to 6. I'll roll for the other peoples.
There we go. Glad I did it.
All right, rolling for Io first. She gets +4. That is a 16. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you did it too. Rolling for the female human. She has a +2.
Why?
18. But
What the effing?
But you're still ahead. You're still ahead. Male orc. Nothing.
Oh boy.
Oh no, he belly flops into the water. Male goblin -1.
Oh.
18. Oh, that's a lot of fast swimmers there. All right, going in descending order. Delane, you are first. Competitors roll initiative when they dive in the water, with all participants expected to use the dash action every round. Any contestant who moves more than 30 feet on their turn, which you will if you use the dash action, must make a athletics check at the end of that turn. On a failed check, the contestant gains 1 level of exhaustion and is pushed 15 feet downstream as they are pummeled by the current.
Hang on just 1 second.
Yes, sir.
That I will say this: the current thing makes total sense to me. My dash is going to be better than those regular people's dash.
Okay.
Because I've got a swim speed the same as my regular movement.
Yep. So the distance to the pier is 75 feet.
Okay.
Hey, Vixie Bell Cosplay, thanks for checking us out. We really appreciate it. Have fun at work. Sorry. But check us out next week. We'll be doing this every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the inspiration.
So I'm going to just line us up here, and let's say each of these little lines along the bottom of the map is 5 feet. Is that fair?
Sure.
So let me just get an actual. So 75 feet would be right where these islands are. First one of the islands wins. Fair enough?
Okay.
Cool. All right, so you are first using the dash action, and then you will use. You need to make a DC 13 athletics check.
All right, that's 60 feet.
Boom. All right, and your athletics check?
Athletics.
Oh.
Again.
Well, no, you gotta use the.
Oh no, he's
you
too
gotta
far
use it
away.
before. So unfortunately,
Or as a reaction.
you gain 1. Oh, wait.
It's as a reaction, but it's within 30 feet.
Yeah, you guys are way. Yeah, you can't see them. So unfortunately, you are moved back 15 feet, and you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Okay. Now I move on to the other people. Io goes next. This is her check. She succeeds, so she moves 60. So she's neck and neck with you, but not exhausted. Or no, she's ahead of you now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. All right, and then the male orc goes next. This is his check. Oh, I did this out of order. My mistake. 11. He fails the check, so he's going to be in line with you. Oh no, he's a goblin, so his no, that was the orc. Sorry, that was the orc. His movement speed's normal, or 30. I think goblins have a movement speed of 25. Is that right?
They have 30, but
30. Okay.
Right, I've got a swim speed of 30 because of my race. Humans don't have a swim speed of 30. Goblins don't have a swim speed of 30.
I don't know how they go about this. They don't give them a swim speed.
Oh, okay,
unfortunately.
okay, that's fine. They're just as good as me at my thing.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
a bunch of bullshit. Yep.
I summon a terrible storm and kill it.
All right, so this male orc is back here with you, and he has 1 level of exhaustion. Male goblin, exhaustion check, passes. Female human. What was the DC? 13, she fails. All right, so this is the current standing. The goblin and Io are in the lead. Everyone else is back a bit with a little bit of exhaustion. Okay, so now it's round 2. You're delaying your first.
Use your inspiration.
Yeah, I will. Which will just take me to regular because
Of exhaustion. Now you
So
are.
how does this work? Do I have to do this before I go? Or?
No, you don't have to. So if you want to move only 30 feet, I think that'll get you there. And then you won't have to make the check. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, is that what has to happen? And then I got to come back with
You got to
the
come
thing?
back with a thing. That's the problem.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Is there a check I need to make to get the spear?
Yes. A character can pull the spear out of the contestant's hands by swimming to within 5 feet of them and... Oh, wait, no. You have to pull it out with a... The distance spear... It takes an action to wrench the spear free. So instead of dashing, you're taking it.
Okay, yeah.
So now you've
Nice.
moved, you have the spear, and everyone else is going to try and take it from you. So I'm going to give you a little green dot to show that you have the spear. Cool. Does that end your turn?
It does.
All right. The male goblin who is here is going to move up to you, 5'10", and he's going to try and wrestle it from your hands. So you need to... It's a strength check, contestant. Oh, wait. What's your strength modifier?
0.
0? Okay, so my DC is 10. There he goes.
It's just a strength check.
Yeah, he just takes it. You don't. No, it's not contested. It just says, pull the spear out of an contestant's hand, swimming 5 feet within them, and succeeding on a strength check. DC equal to 10 plus the strength modifier. So he just
Alright.
gets it.
Okay.
Bunch of bullshit.
These are rigged carnival games.
Yep. He's moved 10, 20, 30. He's heading back this way. Female human is going to try and take it from him with disadvantage. I have to roll twice because I don't have an option for disadvantage here. So I'll take the shittier roll. I rolled a 3 and a 21. I have to take the 3. Unfortunately, was unable to take it. Io goes next. She's going to move here. DC is 9. Got it. So she has it now. That was 10, 20, 30. Male orc. 5, 10, 15. Gonna try and wrestle it from DC is 14. Disadvantage. Unable to get it. Delane, you're up.
Why do those people have disadvantage to do that?
It's a strength check, and I thought they have exhaustion.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should change the music. Sorry, it's livestock sounds. Let's go to the dock districts. Thank you.
I was wondering
why I kept hearing horses.
Chickens and horses in the water. Seahorses.
All right. So I swim 45 feet, and I try to snatch it from her.
All right, so it's going to be a strength check, and the DC is 14. Now, you're okay. Did you want? I was going to say, did you want to roll with advantage or not advantage, and just roll normally? All right. So unfortunately, she moves quite quickly, and you're unable to grab it. Her swimming is very graceful. Anything else?
I'll just finish my movement.
Okay.
45.
Sort of blocking the dock. All right. Male goblin goes next. We'll try and wrestle it from her. This male goblin is not disadvantaged. No exhaustion. 14 is the DC. He's got it. He's like, you son of a bitch. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ooh. Is that going to do it? I'll let you try and intercept it. Because he's like right on the line there.
Okay. Well, sure. I'll try. I'll go with
All right.
advantage.
All right. 16 is enough. You have it. All right. So it's going to come down to you two here because she goes next. Okay? So I gave you a little reaction there to take it. So now it's going to be you two wrestling because I don't want these bitches to get it. All right. So it's either going to be you or her. Basically, if she succeeds in this check, she gets it. If she fails this check, you get it. What is your modifier again? 0?
Yeah. So it's less a swimming contest and more of a
Strength contest. Yeah, I agree.
strength contest.
I agree. She got it. All right. So you managed to pull the spear out from the goblin's hands, but she deftly swims behind you and grasps the spear out of your hand and pulls herself onto the dock. She is the victor of this current race. She sportsmanly offers to pull you out of the water, even though she just stole the steer. It's been a while. Thanks for the subscription there, OG. We appreciate it very much.
Oh no.
I sort of just look up at her and I shake my head and I pull myself up.
Okay. She sort of puts her hands up, like, hey, no hard feelings, right? Did quite well.
Wow. Yeah, sure.
She holds out her hand. She says, I'm Io.
I tried to say hello to you last night, but
Well, yesterday was pre-race. I never don't try to get too close to the competition, but now that you're no longer the competition, she says with a grin.
used Thunder's Rebuke.
Boom! Off she says, oh, by the way, are you wearing your medal, or did you take that off before? Basically, I want to know if she notices that you already have a medal or not, because she's presented with one.
I probably just have one like wrapped around my like sash.
Okay. Well, she says, well, it looks like we're 1 for 1. Don't know how you managed to pull that off, she says, pointing towards the medal, but maybe we'll meet up again later and see who has the most.
Are you trash talking? Is that what that is?
I mean, it's not trash talking if you can prove me wrong.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Have a good one.
All right. And she sort of heads over, running with her medallion in hand towards the drow, who's sort of checking out the maze area. And there's a couple other individuals. They seem to be regrouping, and they're like, "Oh, they seem to be celebrating that she got this medal." Seth, Bodhi, Bogmar, and Thorin. You see, Delane is all wet, but you did see that she like sneakily stole it from him. It's kind of bullshitty.
You were robbed.
Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, OG.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Much appreciated. It's me, actual garbage, saying thank you.
It's
To me.
I say it's fine. I didn't realize it wasn't like a swimming competition.
I can get the medal
you
back
were
for you.
swimming, right?
She took my medal.
Well, I mean, she cheated. You should have won, obviously.
I'm not. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll probably never see her again.
Mm-hmm.
As y'all are talking, I'm kind of seeing how heavy the ore is and if I can, like, would I be able to javelin it in their direction? And then I kind of look at it and I'm like,
I walk up behind
shrug.
her and I grab my oar back. Thanks.
No worries. Y'all want to go through the child maze?
Yeah. Will they let you in there if you're above 4 feet tall?
I can crouch.
Pretty tall. Under.
So the hold on, let me hide them for now. As you head towards the maze, you kind of keep a lookout for Io and Galsariad, but they don't seem to be anywhere in view. I keep closing my window and I don't. Oh, here he is. 3 monitors, 3,000 windows. All right, let's see here. Near the entrance to the festival grounds, a maze has been constructed out of 4-foot tall walls of wooden planks lashed together with ropes and propped up between sandbags. Banners are hung over the openings to the maze, signifying the entrance and exit. The passageways of the maze are 5 feet wide. Off to the side, a tan-feathered Arakokra sits on a chair 30 feet above the ground, giving him a vantage point where he can see the whole area. A small crowd is cheering on and heckling the people inside. Near the entrance, an ogre in leather armor is encouraging a reluctant goblin in a breastplate to give the maze a try. What would you like to do?
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a height restriction. Like,
Yeah, I'd like to go up to the ogre and be like, hey, so what's a fella gotta do to partake in this activity?
To that, the ogre looks to you, and she says, "Well, I've actually figured out this maze. It's quite simple. It follows a very specific pattern, but as you can see, I'm a little too large for this event. I'm trying to talk my colleague in to doing it. I've given him directions, but he's a little hesitant." To that, you see a small goblin next to her saying, "Wait, it's just not really my thing, you know. What if I get lost? I'll be a little..." And he just sort of seems very worried about the prospect of being set into the maze. "I apologize. Where are my manners? My name is Maggie, and this is Dermot."
Hello, Maggie. Hello, Dermot.
Says hello. "And what might your name be?"
I'm Seth, and my roommates are here with me. A couple of them are pretty short. They might be able to go through the maze with your friend.
"Oh, well, I don't know if the judge will allow that, but maybe if you go in with him, he'll be a little more, open to the suggestion." To which the little goblin says, "Well, if I'm not the only one, I suppose it'd be fine."
he's adorable.
Is the
Cute.
is
A
the
little
maze
pumpkinhead.
competition?
Oh, yeah. So that the what's it? Okay. His name is Sharpwatch. I'm just going to call him Sharpwatch from now on because Jesus. He says, "The rules of the maze are simple. You have to solve the maze in one shot. No double backing. I'll be watching." So basically, if you run into a dead end at all, you're out.
Wow.
And no flying over the walls either.
Fine.
So, what's the height restriction? What's the size restriction for the maze?
Basically Maggie there. To which she said, "I know, I can't fit between the wall. It's only 5 feet wide."
They're 4 feet tall. I
Wait,
feel
so
like anybody over 4 feet shouldn't be allowed to go through the maze.
So when you get close enough, even though you can see over it, you can't really see. Like, it would be easy to solve if you had multiple tries, but this is, if you run into a dead end at all, you're out.
So we could all do it?
Yeah, everyone's able to do it. If you'd
Okay.
like. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to. Let's go.
It costs 3 silver pieces to enter the challenge.
Can I make change?
Yes, they are ready to make change.
Alrighty, I will pay my 3 silver and kind of look around. Anyone else coming in with me?
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm
I'll
coming.
Okay, so everyone's down to do it?
I'm gonna hang out with Maggie.
Okay, that works.
Party pooper.
So
I lost the one competition that was geared for me.
I know it
right?
was yep.
All right.
So at this point, this is how it works. You have 1 try to get through the maze, and it's a survival check. Now, I'm going to give Thorn advantage, because you technically saw the maze from high up and saw the whole layout and even helped with it. So you get advantage on this. Anyone else can get advantage by spending the inspiration that you have acquired, of which you have 4. Actually, I think you have 5. I don't think I gave
I think
you...
I have 5.
Yeah, I didn't give you the OG's one, so you have 5. So make sure you decide
being
before you
7
roll.
feet tall doesn't give me advantage at all.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Yeah, the rules of
Yes,
these
I
games are really kind of shitty, but I'm just going with what they are.
Sure.
Would the judge notice if I had a familiar looking above the maze?
You can try and do it. It would be a stealth check. Because his name is literally Sharpwatch, so the DC is pretty high. But it's possible.
I'll roll
It's
those odds.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That works. All right, tell me about the familiar.
I have a hawk. I have a cool hawk.
Okay.
Just kind of dark browns and grays. And he just kind of, I find him and in an unoccupied space, so kind of out of the way, so that people don't suddenly be like, "Oh God, bird!" out of nowhere. And he's just your average hawk, nothing crazy to look at. And I send him up over the maze to take a look around.
All right, that works. So you're going to roll the Hawk's stealth check, if you know what that is.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, if they don't have a stealth ability, it's just dexterity.
Gotcha. Let me pull up hawk stats.
I'm going to say the DC is 15, as it's a hawk, but this is an actual person scouting the area, so might notice it. We'll see.
Let's see. Skills, perception, and what am I rolling for?
Stealth.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the stat block, but I'm not quite sure. This will be my first
Oh
time
yeah, they
using
wouldn't
a
have stealth,
creature.
so you can just roll. You can just click on dexterity or use the dexterity modifier if you'd like.
Okay, so it's +3, and I'll just roll a d20.
Yeah, and and we'll just add 3 to that. You're trying to get a 15 or higher. Ooh.
Oh no.
He as soon as the bird flies over, the Sharpwatch caws at you and says, "Oh, no help from the outside. Nice try."
I just kind of go, and cross my arms, and I'm just kind of, and I send the hawk to go hang out with Delane.
Okay, that works. There's now a hawk on your shoulder.
You come from? Get out of here.
Don't smack my bird.
All right, so everyone who's participating, go ahead and roll a survival check. Thorn, you have advantage. If anyone else wants advantage, just tell me and I'll spend the business.
Jesus.
End the business.
I hate roll 20 dice
Oh, sorry.
so much.
I'm probably gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
So this is our last survival. Ooh, great. Yikes.
Okay, do I have everyone's rolls? It looks like it. Now, after this, Unfortunately, everyone manages to, you're not sure how, but you manage to walk into a dead end, all except for Bogmar, who is traveling through this maze like a boss. I'm going to say you're kind of walking with Dermot, and he's like, yeah, Maggie said we could just go this way. And you seem to be, hanging out with this guy, if that makes sense.
Like this little pumpkin head goblin.
Yes. Now, the rest of you are not necessarily out of the competition. On a failed check, the character gets lost and ends up in a maze's dead end. A lost character can make a DC 18 dexterity stealth check to try to backtrack quickly, avoiding Sharpwatch's notice.
All right.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, let me know if you're using inspiration before the roll. You have
How
4
many
left.
do we have left?
4.
Sure,
I'm
why
not.
Okay, that's 1 spent, I heard.
So you said stealth, right?
Yeah. Ooh, Thorn, you made it, but not Seth, unfortunately. Disqualified!
Can I chronal shift that?
Can you do it on saves? Or no, it's not a save, it's a check. It's a check. Yeah.
It's an ability check, yeah.
You just, and it just, the words suck back into his mouth and you try again. Disqualified! All right, Seth is removed from the competition. Bodhi, are you trying to hide and backtrack or no?
I think Bodhi got frozen.
Bodhi.
Are they frozen or just not moving? I can't tell.
Frozen.
Frozen.
Bodhi.
All right, well, unfortunately, we'll just have to say they are also disqualified and move on. So we still got Thorn and Bogmar in the competition. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If either of these checks is a failure, Sharpwatch swoops in and... if either of these checks is a failure, Sharpwatch swoops in and plucks the character from the maze, depositing them outside. Oh, there you are, Bodhi. You're back.
What?
Bodhi, you're back.
Yes.
Did you want to try and sneak back in even though you ran into a dead end? It's a DC 18 stealth check. You can use an inspiration if you want. You have 3 remaining.
I mean, if we're all cool with that.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Do it.
Okay, cool. Stealth. Oh, okay, I'm decently stealthy. I still have advantage on.
Oh, 14 is not enough, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
after they deposit Seth, the bird swoops in and plucks you out of the maze and deposits you outside. Both Maggie, no, not Maggie, Maggie's out. Dermot, Bogmar, and Thorn manage to reach the center of the maze and receive their prize. Sharpwatch gives each of those people a Medal of the Maze. This is the only one that has artwork on it for some reason, but here it is.
Cute.
When you use an action to trace the maze inscribed on the medal, you gain advantage on wisdom checks, and you know the quickest route to the end of any non-magical path or maze for 1 hour. Once this property has been used, it can't be used again, and the medal becomes non-magical. So hold on to that bad boy. So Dermot looks to you, Bogmar, and says, thank you, large sir, for helping me through the maze. I think we helped each other. You with giving me courage, and me hopefully showing you a quick route.
Oh, you're so nice. And I give him a couple of pats on the head.
All right, it's like, ow.
Come
ow.
by the Broken Tusk for some pies.
Well, I was actually, hopefully it's not too much. I was hoping I could ask you with a little bit of help.
Sure.
He says it's nothing too urgent, but if you see Io again, she's my friend. You see, it's hard to miss. She has blue skin. Can you ask her what if she has any plans for after the closing ceremony? I think she was going to compete at something by the river, but after that, I'm not sure where she would go.
Yes. Yeah, are you trying to, do you like Ayo?
To that, Maggie picks up Dermot in a celebratory twirl, making the little goblin squeal, saying, "You did it! I showed you. This was definitely the right way. Well done." And to that, she looks at Bogmar and says, "Thank you for giving my friend the courage to do this task."
It was nothing. We just, talked and held hands a little bit.
Seth, you notice that that Dermot has a magical, or not magical, a sigil of, I believe that's the Luxem on his
the
chest.
Luxem.
Yes.
I go in for the fist bump.
Oh yeah, he instantly returns it, and also with you.
Thank you. Well met, and we'll run into you soon, I'm sure.
Yes, I hope so. And then Dermot says to Maggie, he's like, I'm sure she wants us to regroup, get everyone together. I'm not sure. He seems, and Maggie's like, it'll be fine. Just try and enjoy yourself. And to that, they start moving back into the festivities. I apologize. I didn't give us a break at 8. Is everyone still good to keep going till 9, or do you need a quick bathroom break now?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, cool. Then we'll move on. There are quite a few other events that you may be interested in. You notice that Beef Slab Butchers near Bogmar's place was setting up some sort of tables for some reason. There was that Goblin Elder who set up tests of wits outside the Temple of Luxem. And of course, there is the pie eating contest at the Unbroken Tusk. And there may be something happening at the rice paddies that you noticed when you first entered this town as well.
So many pies. I don't want to eat them.
I'm kind of interested in the beef slab situation.
Yeah, look at some beef slabs.
It's
All
3
right.
samples of hot dogs.
All right.
I'm gonna look for AO.
Okay, that works. Are you sort of following them to that same direction, and I'll just have you make a perception check on the way? Or are you just looking around separately?
Did I clock that they know AO? I'm not following them. I'm looking for her separately.
So Maggie and Dermot apparently both know Io. She was talking to them when she got the medal, and then she ran off somewhere else with Galceriad, the drow. Apparently they're all part of some sort of group of adventurers like yourselves. And she's the effecto leader. And Dermot was like, hey, are we all supposed to meet up when this is all over? That kind of, he likes to know the plan ahead of time. So yes, it looks like they're looking for her as well. She seems to be, mobile, let's say.
Yeah.
At any time in the maze, did Dermot go, oh,
More than likely. All right, so that all sounds good to me. So you start heading towards the Beef Slab Butcher. Delane, go ahead and roll a perception or investigation check, your choice. If you'd like to use inspiration, you have 2 remaining. I'm going to say you're no longer exhausted, by the way.
Oh, okay. That helps a lot. 10.
Unfortunately, you are not able to locate the individual. Maybe she's, at the butcher's. You hope for the best. You approach a brick building with a sign that reads Beef Slab Butchers. A simple table and 2 chairs have been set up outside. Both chairs are currently occupied by people wearing the armor of the Aurora Watch. Their elbows braced against the table, their hands locked in an arm wrestling duel. 24 festival goers watching silently until slam! The occupant on the left chair pushes her opponent's arm to the table, and the crowd erupts in whoops and cheers.
Yeah.
I clap also.
All right.
I look at Thorn wherever she's at, and I say, I think this is your shot, little one.
Oh, to
I wanna kind of put Thorn in my pocket and walk up like it's gonna be me, and then I hand Thorn to the people.
that works for me.
Oh yeah.
So a little bit of time goes by as the current round of the arm wrestling continues until eventually some of the tables begin to open. You see Meryl Bronzefang, who Bogmar, she is an orc. She works for the butchery, and she's also the reigning champion of the arm wrestling competitions here.
Nice.
It looks like there are two other individuals that are joining the arm wrestling. There is a female drow and a male goblin. Oh, I'm sorry. Vars, the male goblin, is the owner of the butcher shop. Meryl Bronzefang just sort of works there. It looks like all the tables are beginning to fill up. Who's interested? Thorn, I heard you're interested in this arm wrestling competition. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. So Bodhi and Thorn. Going once, going twice. Okay, so those two, you sit at the last couple tables and prepare to set up, and just then, one other contestant sits down, and you see Maggie is sitting at the table. She looks over to you and just sort of winks. She says, "This one I'm allowed to participate in."
Oh no. I've made a mistake.
All right.
Yeah.
Meryl Bronzefang competes only against the best. In a challenger, you must first defeat one of the drow companions. Meryl returns to the table and sees that this one. Okay. All right. Sounds good. So each of you is going to have to deal with one of the Aurora Watch, and anyone who manages to defeat them moves on to the next round. Anyone who loses is out of the competition. Is there a price for this one? No, this one does not have a cost. All right. I don't know why some of them do and some of them don't. It's just the way it is. So, would you like to do it, Delane?
No, I'm not gonna
Okay.
do it. But I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna pat Bodhi on the back. It's like, hey, keep your head up. Give it 110%. And I'm gonna cast guidance.
Oh, I like it. Totally fine. That
Ooh,
works for
thank
me.
you.
All right. So let's go. I'm going to go from my left to right. So Thorn, you're going to go first against the drow. Here's the contest rules. In any arm wrestling match, both contestants make athletics check with a DC of 10 plus the contestant's strength modifier. If one contestant succeeds and the other fails, the one that succeeds wins. Repeat checks as needed until one fails. Sound good?
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
So my strength and the strength of all the drow for this preliminary is a +3. So
Okay.
my DC is 13. What is your strength modifier?
5.
5. All right. So
All
you're
right, well, sorry, it's a +3.
+3. Okay. So
Yeah.
both of us have a DC of 13.
Okay.
All right. So I'll go first. I rolled a 12. I failed. You have to roll. If you succeed, this fairy slams this drow's arm into the table.
Nice.
Boom! All right. As soon as the drow kind of just smirks at you, like, "Oh, this little fairy never beat me," and then ding, slam, like with a vengeance, like it bends some of his gauntlet. All right, that sounds good. Seth, I believe you're next. Did I hear that correctly? Or was it Bogmar or who?
I am not. I'm very not strong.
Bodhi, join
Bodhi.
Just Bodhi. All right, Bodhi, you have a +4. You get to roll a D4 in addition to this. What's your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is it's just a +1.
Okay, so the DC is an 11. I'm going to roll to see if I succeed. I don't! Don't! Okay, so you have to succeed. Your DC is a 13. So you're going to roll a strength athletics check, and then you're going to add a D4 to it.
Normal.
You manage to succeed. So with that, the Haragon slams the drow as well. So both of you get to move on to the next round. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Meryl returns to the table after at least one of you does it, challenging Krin and inviting them to try luck against her. Okay, cool. So, actually, why would it?
Before we move on, I would like to cast Fortune's Favor
Okay.
on Thorn.
Okay.
Okay, what does that do?
This. Latent luck. So when you make an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw before the spell ends, it can
it's
dismiss
a
the spell
reroll.
in itself.
Yeah, you can do one
It's a
reroll.
reroll again.
Ah.
All right, cool. That's really neat. So you have it on you. It lasts for a minute and until you use it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use it after the fact. That's real cool. I like it. Delane, are you casting guidance again?
Do the guidance again. I'm just gonna like go up and give him a little quick tap on the shoulders. Like,
All right, sounds good.
all right, round's done. Round 2's next. So who's the competition?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say Thorn is gonna go against Meryl, and then Bodhi's gonna go against Maggie.
Okay.
And then the winner of those two contestants fight each other, and then there's a winner. Sound good?
Yeah, I'm gonna as I do, I'm gonna lean into like Bodhi's lop ear, and I'm gonna say, "Didn't I miss something that I might have noticed about Maggie?
Huh?
Just like pretend that I'm saying, like I'm giving you good advice, like some kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're-
Uh-huh.
And then I'll cast guidance. And like as I do that, I like look up at her and I step away.
All right, here we go. So Thorn versus Meryl first. My DC is a 14. I'll roll first. Your DC is 14 as well, right? Or 13. You have a +3?
13, yeah.
13.
Still got that
Succeeds.
stuff, you know?
What stuff do I have?
Inspiration.
We do
Oh,
have 2
yeah.
inspirations, which you can use before, and then after that you can use Fortune's Favor. You can stack all this. You can stack all this if you'd like.
And then there's another one on top of this one, right?
Well, she succeeded. You have to succeed, and then we try again until one of us fails.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's up to you if you want to use an inspiration now or roll and use Fortune's Favor, whatever you'd like.
I'm just gonna roll.
Okay, just straight roll. Here we go. Your DC is
Okay.
14.
Yeah.
That is enough. All right,
nice.
so you, Meryl kind of looks at you like, what the hell is happening here? This ogre, you guys are going, or she's going at it. Let's roll again. I roll again, and I succeeded.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Hit me again.
She's an orc gladiator. We're just neck and neck. We just got to keep doing it. All right. Oh, I failed.
Oh. All right, here we go.
So you needed to succeed this one to win. That is the number you needed. Thorn, you beat the current reigning champion. So now it is Thorn versus... Oh, sorry, Bodhi versus Maggie.
I just imagine, like, because her hands are so big, she's just grabbing her thumb. And she
Just slam!
Like, screams in her face.
That is awesome. All right, so here goes Maggie's roll against Bodhi. I rolled...
And my strength is a 13.
What's your modifier? +1?
Yes, so it's just +1.
So 11 is my DC, so I succeeded. Your DC
Okay.
is a 14, and you have guidance.
Okay.
But I think
have
guidance
guidance.
is only for the first check.
He cast it on me again.
Yeah, I know, but if this goes to multiple rolls, I think
Oh,
you'll...
yeah. Athletics.
Oh boy.
Oh, all right. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about that now, as Maggie sort of grins at you and then slams your hands down with a vengeance, and then she says, "No hard feelings, right?"
Huh? Yeah, no, we're good.
All right. And then with that, she sort of rolls, cracks her neck, and looks over towards Thorn, and she says, "I have to admit, I didn't expect this today, but I like being kept on my toes. Are you ready?"
She screams out in Goblin, "Bring it on!" And like, ring.
At this, she sort of like eyes go wide for a minute. Dermot, who let's say has come over here to see what's going on, he translates for because Maggie doesn't speak Goblin. Dermot
You
says,
speak Goblin.
"Huh?
I think orcs and bugbears speak Goblin.
I have her languages here. Goblin is not one of them.
Oh, okay.
Orcish.
She's an ogre."
Ogre, gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, he's sort of thing, and then after he translates, she looks at you and smiles, and she says, "Oh, well, all right then. DC 13, right?
Yes.
Here goes Matt. That is a 17. That's a success. What would you like to do? Any inspiration, or are you just going to see how
I
it
am
goes?
going to use an inspiration.
All right, that brings you down to 1 inspiration.
Okay. It's got a rage, but that only is for saving throws.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna
DC 14 with advantage. That is enough. You both succeeded. We go again as you're locked in Mortal Kombat. I have succeeded.
Oh boy.
She's strong.
Okay.
So she tried to like quick whip her arm like she did against Bodhi, but you were ready for it and you managed to hold it up, wings a-fluttering.
All right.
Oh, that is a failure. Would you like to use your temporal thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a moment where you lose and you say, I'm not supposed to lose, and time rewinds and you try again.
Okay.
That is that is a success. We have to go yet again. Success.
Use the last inspiration.
You want to use the last inspiration?
Use
Yes.
it.
All right.
All right, you're at
Sure.
0 inspiration. Good luck. That is just a success. We have to go again.
Oh, no.
But you're out of resources now, as far as I understand it. Oh, Bearwall just gave you an inspiration. Would you like to use it immediately? I succeeded.
Yes.
Use
yes.
it immediately. All right, go.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
my
did it.
God.
You did it. All right. You know what? I'm gonna say with the critical success, that'll win you the game.
Yes.
That'll win it for you. Well done. You see sweat dribbling down her forehead, and eventually, whoosh, her arm is brought down with a crash, and everyone goes, "Oh!" And then there's like an awkward silence before a loud cheer as Meryl raises your diminutive arm into the air. Our new champion. What's your name, lass? Thorn Briar, Bitterbriar, right?
Bitterbriar.
There you go. And they start chanting your name. And as this happens, she brings out a medal. It's ebony shaped like a flexing arm. If you stare at it for too long, the muscles appear to bulge.
Oh my god.
You have the Medal of Muscle. You can squeeze this medal tightly in the palm of your hand as an action. Doing so gives you advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws for 1 hour. Once it's been used, it can't be used again. Well done.
Nice. At some point during that competition, I put Dermot on my shoulders, and we were both kind of like cheering our people on. And when Maggie loses, I'm like, "Oh, better luck next time."
Dermot
The
says, "No,
little
Maggie likes a challenge. No, I think you've probably earned some respect from her. She likes to show off strength and wits." So, at this point, the day has moved on. Some of you have earned some medals. We're getting close to the end of our adventure for tonight. Might be able to squeeze in one more quick one if you want, or we can just move on to the finale of the contest if you like. What do you?
I'm
Oh,
fine with
Delane,
whatever.
were you going to say something there or no?
No, I don't think there's any more contests that I want to participate in. So.
All right, then let's go ahead and. Oh, anything else? Moving on.
No, I was just gonna say the only other thing is the test of wits, and forget that guy. I don't like him.
All right, that works. So yeah, screw that. Let's just move on. So as the sun begins to set, the sound of rhythmic drumming echoes through the jumble. Let me change the music. This and okay. The participants of the Festival of Merit are summoned to the paddock where the Horizon Back tortoises had been. They have all been cleared at this point. Elder Ushru, an orc priest, the second in command with the other elder you met earlier today, stands in the middle of the road atop a platform of wooden crates. When all the festival officials and a large throng of revelers are assembled, the drums die down and the elder speaks. The orc dressed in deep blue robe stands atop the platform. He smiles at the crowd. Mighty warriors, brilliant strategists, you have impressed us with your feats of strength and incisive wit, and your sturdy bellies, he booms proudly. But the main event, as you know, is yet to come. Only 2 teams will be chosen to compete in the final challenge, a race through the Emerald Grotto, in the depths of which the greatest prize awaits.
What are the odds they're going to pick us? We'd probably just head back to the house, guys.
Elder Ushru recounts the first team is led by Iojabe. And to that you see the same woman that you've met before. She marches up, raises her hand. There's a lot of people, screaming and shouting in applause. You see that she is accompanied by, and I'll put them over here, both Maggie, Dermot, Gelsariad. Where is she? I lost her. Oh, here she is. Maggie's here, or Io's here. And then another individual, looks to be human in nature, over at this point. And they sort of, bow before the throngs of people. And at this point, you hear the familiar voice of Elder Kulbu Kaz, the goblin, saying, "Well, I nominate these individuals here." And to that he points to, of course, you all. To which there is many cheers and I know, who would have guessed it? Who would have guessed it? Do you all have a name for your team? Or someone to represent yourself?
Not yet. Give us maybe 2 more weeks and we might have a name for ourselves.
No, understandable. This is a big decision. But maybe a representative?
Oh.
A leader?
Bogmar.
All right, and Bogmar's Bunch, name to be changed in due course. But at this point, let us see which team is the winner. Oh no, we didn't, Bearwald. We didn't end up doing the Battle of Wits. Everyone was like, "Screw that guy." So that was not something that we did. But in our next episode, we'll have both teams face off in a race through the Emerald Grotto. And Delane, you'll be happy to note that swimming will be more normally dealt with in this next one than that last test. I apologize for that.
Are we like
My
doing a triathlon or something?
Kinda. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the
Okay.
big finale. But yes, it does involve. You'll see. It should be a lot of fun. Well,
Like all of these medals are human-sized, and Thorns won 4 of them.
you're just like way down, bringing this bling from place.
your Flava Flav clock.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so everyone, make sure you mark in your inventory which medals you have earned. Their effects can be located in your items section of the journal. Thanks to everyone who has watched and subscribed and followed. We really appreciate it very much. Be sure to check us out next Thursday at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for more adventures during our Call of the Netherdeep campaign. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you later.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Good night.
Thanks, Grayson.